All right. All right. Well, I think everything is going. I just can't record and stream at the same time. Anyway, so welcome to Dresden Files Las Vegas. So, in lieu of the recap, I am instead going to do a little bit of time warp back to probably I think about a day or two ago in game. So, Lorelai,
Uh-huh.
you remember there was the Red Court lady. Her name, I believe, Liliana Draper.
Yes, I remember her vaguely. Of course, Lorelai remembers her. I remember her vaguely.
Yes, I know. I believe were last here when the group was taking on a mission to say remove another individual, a man by the name of Domingo Cortez.
Yes.
And you all had the place stormed, I believe. I don't know if you were there for that, where Richard Draper's, your husband's, not Richard,
Malin.
Richard Mallon, his men came in and sort of wrapped up the entire organization afterwards.
No, I don't remember any of that.
Okay, well, all right, that was probably the session after that. So, after you basically put the hurt on Domingo and he ran like a bitch, Richard Mallon's people came in and kind of helped scoop up the entire organization. Manfrey wanted some of the money that was there, so your husband very definitively gave everyone but him money.
Because it's just the way it is. Yep.
Yeah. So everyone else got a one fat wad of cash. He took the rest, and he's like, "I'm gonna get rid of the drugs and everything. If I get rid of the drugs, he means burn them and otherwise, like dispose of them." So you have been quite busy for the past few days, interrogating people and helping to interrogate various people of the Red Court. Try to get out their secrets and everything. Is this something that you would object to, or?
Okay, say that last part again.
Oh, so my belief is that Lorelai has been very busy interrogating the various people that got swept up, that were part of Domingo Cortez's operation.
Yes, because anybody who is all for the drugs and that kind of stuff, she want them out.
Yes. So yeah, they are. You have been running interrogations and trying to see if people are telling the truth and likely soul gazing a bunch of people. Or other means. If you don't want to use the soul gaze, you don't have to use the soul gaze.
Not if I don't have to. No.
Then you don't have. Then you didn't. All right. That's fair enough. I was just pointing out one tool you have to get a very good read on people. But so, the people who were able to be worked with have been rolled into have been starting to you started to get them rolled into the organization. And a few others were sent on their way. And Others were, let's say, dealt with in other manners. If they were, let's say, not the best people. For the most part, you have been having your first quiet evening at your house with your husband in quite some time. What are you doing? This is the other thing I would say is the other thing your husband has been busy with while this is happening is he's been trying to capitalize on the Carnival announcement that Magnus Coronado gave out. He's been Magnus was very tight-lipped about all the details, so your husband's been trying to gather as much information as he can so he can also try to reap in some of the benefits. But with Carnival starting tonight, and everything else in place, this is the first time either you or Richard have really had to relax because all the preparation that he can do has been done, and you have just finished with your interrogation thing. So, what would you be doing on this evening?
If it's not too late, we would be spending time with Persephone, relaxing. If it's later in the evening and she's already gone to bed, Lorelai would be probably enjoying a glass of wine, enjoying her husband's company now that they both have a moment to breathe. Electronics far away.
It's you've likely just put Persephone to bed. Like,
Okay.
You've gotten her to lie down. You and your husband are sitting there enjoying a glass of wine, like looking out. I'm assuming you're at your villas, which are a little outside of Vegas at this point.
Yes, if this is our first night to breathe and it's a night we know is a retreat, we would be in the villa, enjoying the view of the backyard, the landscaping.
So, it's around this time that you are you like watching TV, looking at the,
Just enjoying the landscaping as the sun's finishing up setting and the stars are coming out. Because
okay.
you can sort of see the stars not on the strip. So
you have a beautiful time watching the sunset, and the lights of Vegas come on, and everything starts to kick up. And it's around this time that Richard's cell phone buzzes. He excuses himself for a moment to not because he wants to be rude, simply because he doesn't want you blowing out the cell phone.
Again, yeah.
And so he steps away, and so and you can hear him having a conversation with someone. It's hard to say because he's speaking in like one word answers, like, "Are you sure?" Understood. Yes. Keep me informed. And it's at that point that you see an explosion go off in the middle of the city.
Oh shit. What did they do?
Indeed.
Oh my god, it was so hard to keep silent.
All right. That's when, like, you see the power in your in the what's it called, in the villa dims a little bit, and then comes back on, and then a second later, another huge explosion in the middle of the city.
Oh fuck! What did you do?
And then you see the city just go dark.
After the first explosion, Lorelai would be screaming, or not screaming, would be kind of like calling for her husband.
Yeah. He his cell phone cuts right out.
Mm-hmm.
But within a moment, the generator in your villa kicks on, and light floods the area just in time for you to hear gunfire.
And in the city.
No, outside your villa.
All right, so assuming Lorelai would have a contingency plan for this, we're moving, first thing she does is go check on her kid, make sure Persephone's okay. The safe room
Persephone's
that...
awake now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Lorelai and Persephone probably meet in the hallway, making sure that everybody's got their correct exit plans, and then heading to whatever room is the safest that they would have pre-planned to talk about would be there. Because I know between Lorelai and Richard, they would have a safe room.
Yes. Yes, there's definitely a safe room in the area.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean the two of them are staying in there, but that means at least Persephone is going in there.
So you're putting Persephone in the safe room?
Yeah, Persephone is going in the safe room. Lorelai is looking to Richard to see what he is doing.
Oh, he's pulling out a radio to contact, most likely, you're fairly certain, Armand and the other security people who are around the area. And it's sounding like it's a firefight outside.
I don't do well against guns.
All right.
Shit, I haven't looked at my character in so long. I don't even know how to fight with it anymore. Once he's contacting Armand, is he going out towards them or is he staying also here?
I mean, the best way to catch a bullet is to run towards the action.
Yes.
And Armand has made it very clear. He doesn't want to fight while the protectee is around. So get them back unless they're doing something. So the thing is, are you going to try to go out and weave spells?
I have some pretty good air spells. Yes. Well, wait. Okay, how many are we hearing? Like massive amounts of people guns, or are we hearing?
All right, you need to roll me alertness.
Okay.
Because
shit, I need to get into roll 20. I haven't done anything game-wise in months. It's very depressing.
But you're back now, and we are all happy.
I am. Like, I have no zero games I'm in right now. Like, this is the first one I've played in months. Okay. Alertness, you said?
Yes.
I don't know what my alertness is, because I don't know which of these computer screens is up to date. It should be the one in my Obsidian portal, right?
Yes.
Alertness is this one. 4DF. Four.
All right. So you see a the fighting is coming. It seems like the gunfight is coming from multiple directions.
Is it? Okay. Go ahead, I'll ask my question in a moment.
Oh no, I want to know what your question is.
Oh, does something seem heavier in one direction than the other?
It seems about equal. Admittedly, it's really difficult to tell. Like, this is all
Guns are
happening.
fucking loud.
It's all fucking loud.
But the other thing, the more impressing issue is as you turn a corner, you see several men in ski masks with one has a gun and one has what looks like it might be a paintball gun, but without a hopper on top. And hear him go, that's her. Get her.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, Lorelai's gonna cast some spells at him.
Alright.
I don't know where my spells are. Okay. Do you have my spells written down somewhere?
I don't know. But
I had some specific ones I was using. So the first thing she's doing is pulling one of her hair sticks, the one that uses air.
Yeah.
To throw them back. So
Okay.
one of her, that's what she wants to do.
All right, so throw them back. All right, I'm going to declare that as that looks like it's kind of a block. You're trying to stop them from being able to get to you.
Yes.
So,
if I can hurt them at the same time, cool. But the goal is to keep them from getting to me.
You would not be able to hurt them. That's weaving two things in together. It's either
That's
attack
fine.
or block. So do you actually want it to be like a block against them doing damage to you, a block against them being able to get close to you, or do you want which one of those would be the bigger issue there?
Well, if it's one of those things where I don't want them to get closer to me because I want to be able to run away.
All right. So we're going to call this a zone border. You're trying to establish a zone border between yourself and these people.
Yes.
All right. So the question is, what's your conviction?
High. 5.
5. All right. So you can easily call up 5 shifts of power and put it into this zone border.
Okay.
Does your spell your air stick is for control?
Yes. It's a focus.
All right. I have to look at your focus.
It's a wand.
Yeah.
It just looks like a hair stick.
I know it's a wand. But yeah, so your hair wand.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to all of my.
It gives you control. I'm gonna call that it works for this situation. So, what level of zone border do you want to put up there? Do you want to put all 5 shifts of that into there, or do you want to move some of those shifts into longevity so that zone border will last for a number of turns?
So the way it sits now, how long will it last?
1 turn. It'll go just for this turn, and unless you channel more energy into it, the spell will end.
Okay. And if I lower my conviction or lower the shifts of power I put into it, it won't be as strong, so they could break through it easier, but it'll last longer.
Yes, that is the exact idea there. Currently, we're going to go for a 1-for-1 basis because I don't have the rules pulled up in front of me.
Okay. How far did I make it away from Richard and Persephone?
A decent way, but if you ran, you would probably be able to get back there, fairly quick.
Okay, I want the block to stay up for 2 turns.
For 2 turns. All right. So that would be 1 shift of power. We'll call it a 4 block, a 4 zone border. And then, all right. So you're gonna try to call it and cast a spell. Oh, by the way, you have a chip on you. That's your chip. Please take it.
Okay, that's from before. That's not something I just did. Okay. Okay.
I am going to now give you something.
Other chips. Well, shit.
Here's a chip. Basically, as you start pulling up power, you notice something. There seems to be less power here. Like someone may have drawn a circle around the house.
Damn it, this is my house, and I am Vegas's unofficial white council representative. I'm still able to pull up these things.
You're absolutely right, but it's going to cost you. You don't have to
A chip.
spend an aspect for it. You just are going to have to pay chips in order to be able.
That's fine. That's fine. This is my house. I have power in this house.
Yes. It's not like you're. It's in truth. It's not like you're because when you do a circle, there's still magic in that circle.
Yeah.
As soon as you run out of chips or decide you're not paying for it, magic has run out effectively in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this does tell you something. They knew you were here.
Yeah.
And it looks like they might have been coming after you. So, roll to control it, or did you just do that with a 4?
No, that was my other one.
Okay. So,
control is discipline. Now, do I get a bonus with the wand as well?
Yes.
So I have a +5 then.
Yes. And you're rolling to control 5 shifts.
Oh fuck.
No. So here's the choices. You can spend chips to try to boost that up. You can spend a chip to try to re-roll. It is -3. Or you can basically accept 3 points as either backlash or fallout. Fallout will mean things happen and the spell gets weaker. Backlash will mean you take damage, but the spell goes off as intended.
I want to re-roll that.
All right, spend a chip.
And just pick an aspect. They're all. If I need to.
Perfectly works.
Okay, and now can I spend chip to bump that number up again?
Yes, you may.
Okay. And I am, if I need to declare anything.
Well, you can't use the top one, so any other one would have to be.
I can't use the top one?
Yes, because you already spent that for a reroll.
Okay. Hang on. Mr. Mallon's wife and Pocket Wizard.
Sure. There you go.
It's like pocket sand, but magical.
Yes.
Yes.
You've managed to put up this barrier between you and them, and the wind is kind of blowing them back.
Yeah. And now I am running the fuck away.
I need you to roll me athletics.
Oh Jesus! I don't know that I have athletics.
FYI, there is a fate roll button. You may have to go to the collections and click it to be in bar to have it show up at the bottom bar.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Thank you. Collections. There it is. Fate roll in bar. There it is. My athletics. Oh, that's not so bad. I just need to put a 2, or just put a positive number in there. If it's negative, then I'm on negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you are easily able to run as several darts ricochet around. The wind is really throwing them off. However, as you turn the corner, you run into a very strong and powerful looking man in much the same get out as the other people. And you feel him grab you, kind of hold you close. He goes, "Don't struggle, and I won't have to hurt you."
I have. She's just gonna look at him and say, "Get out of my house." And I don't know what she's gonna do to be able to try to break free of him, but that's what she's gonna do. She's trying to
a magical attack. Are you going to attack him with magic?
either attack him with magic. Yeah, that's gonna be the easiest way. Let's attack him with magic.
Sure. Here's the chip, because again, its magic is closed off. Like you're there's not much left again. Like,
Okay. I will pay that one off as well. I'm just gonna keep going down the list at this point.
one more thing, he has your hand, so any tool that you use, like the thing, is not going to be as effective. Here's a chip for that.
It has both of my hands, or just one of them? The one with the wand?
He's got the one with the wand in it.
Oh, no, that's fine. She's just going to use her other hand and push it up against him and force magic, like to force him away from her.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yes, I'll take that chip since he has my one hand.
Yes.
So she's going to even though I've used the power with the barriers, I can still call up that much again because of my stats, right?
Yeah, you can call it up as many times as you want.
Good. She's going to call it 5 shifts of power. Okay. It's a push action to push him back up against a wall.
I would just call this an attack.
Or an attack, yeah.
You're trying to deal stress to him to get him to stop.
Yes, I am. I am. I don't have my stuff pulled up with me. I'm sorry. I'm still remembering. So, yes. So I need a roll for discipline.
Yes. Target value of 5.
Ah, fuck.
No, that is a 4. Actually, that's an 8.
Why is that an 8?
Because you rolled 4 pluses plus 4. But you put
okay.
Pluses in it, so it.
Oh, okay. Oh yes, that's an 8. So I. Because math makes that a negative. Yes. Okay.
All right. So here's another chip. Magic and electronics don't really work very well.
Okay.
So you've just blown out the electronics in this area.
That's fine. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I may regret that later, but I don't care right now.
Yes. But he goes flying through the wall, crashes through the window, gone. Like, unless you would, he's taken out. What manner of way would you like him to be taken out? Because that's 8 damage.
I prefer him just to go flying out the window out onto the lawn unconscious.
All right. So you throw him out on, just knock him out of the area. He's gonna be sore tomorrow.
You know, if he's far enough out that he can rub across that circle to kill it, that'd be great too. But
Unfortunately,
you know, I can't
that
blame
that,
him.
that would have been more of a maneuver.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna keep running. She's going back to the safe room with her family.
So you hear gunfire behind you, everything's like that. You get past the safe room, just as you're doing that, you feel another hand reach out and grab you on the shoulder in the darkened house. What do you do?
I turn one pointed, ready to attack until I see who it is.
All right, how are you going to see who it is? It's dark. Here's a chip. You can't see who it is unless you can figure out some way to see who it is.
What about my alert ability? Okay, hang on. Shit, let me look at my goal. And I can't use any of the things I've already used, can I?
What do you mean?
Can I use any of my stats with this, or do I need to?
You just need to tell me how you're getting light.
How I'm getting light?
Yeah, how you're going to call out light.
I'll call it into my hand.
All right. So just as a spell, so you just call light into your hand. It's Armand.
Okay, good.
I'll take the chip back.
She breathes a sigh of relief.
So yeah, you turn about to blast this guy away, calling light into your hand, and you see Armand, who's drawing, like raising his pistol, and then he sees you, and it goes down and away.
Yeah, Lorelai's going wherever he's telling her to go.
Right. So they hurry you into the what's it called, the panic room. Richard Mallon is there already. He's happy to see you. Pretty soon, everything is done. Unfortunately, the backup generator got overloaded.
I sort of read it. Yeah.
So your house is just as dark as the rest of the city.
That's okay.
Persephone is safe if not freaking the ever living crap out because of it.
Yeah, as soon as Lorelai made it into the panic room, she'd be tucking her wand away and then going straight for her kid to hug him and then to hug Richard.
So Richard is talking to Armand. He says it looks like it looks like we handled them. And he asks, do you know who they are? He's like, we don't have anything to say for sure, but I would guess that they are likely Coronado's men.
They were after me, I think.
We believe that also. They were coming after you. In fact, this entire thing may be a big what's it called, attack. We don't know who it is. All the phone lines are down.
Sorry.
From what we know, it's not your fault. So Richard looks at you, Lorelai, and goes, what do you want to do? Obviously something's happening.
First and foremost, I want us to be safe, but I'm not going to sit in a room waiting for them to get in. I want to go after them.
After who?
Whoever did this to us.
Well, when you said you're not going to sit in a room waiting to be safe, or what are you talking about specifically?
Metaphorically, I'm not going to sit around and let somebody else solve my problems.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know if you still thought that there were bad guys around the manor. No, they've been taken care of. Like,
no, she's not going to sit around after this and just let somebody else solve the problems.
Well, she says, well, and then so Richard looks at you and goes, shall we head to LeBlanc's?
if she's gonna, Lorelai's gonna look at Armand. If it's safe to do so, yes.
He's like, it looks like the perimeter is clear. We'll stay in contact via radio. Because the cell towers are down apparently. Because they run out of electricity, and it looks like the entire city's been blacked out. Technically, there were 3 explosions. You saw one explosion, then there was a second explosion, and then a little after the second explosion was the third explosion.
Okay. Did I see it? I didn't see it because they were too close together, or I didn't see it because I was too busy running to make sure family was safe.
A little of this, a little of that, you know.
Okay.
Admittedly, Armand says that Bubba looks at him. It's likely something hit the first transformer, and then the second one came on to power everything up, and then that one got taken out, and then the third explosion was likely just the third transformer frying because of the load.
Great. Great.
So, Richard is walking down to the car. Armand's coming with, so are several guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Lorelai is pretty much following with Persephone tucked under her arm.
Oh, they're going to suggest you leave Persephone back at the house. In the safe room. Bringing her into Vegas is not a good idea.
Okay. Whoever Armand's number 2 guy is, obviously since Armand is coming, Lorelai, insert name because I'm sure she knows his name.
Yeah.
Is going to look straight at him and then look at Persephone to make sure he understands this is his priority.
Yeah, and he nods and he says, "We'll be in the safest part in the house," as he gestures to the panic room. Like, they're not leaving that spot. Like,
good. Okay.
But it's unlikely that police are going to be able to show up. But luckily for you, your husband basically has a private military force.
Yeah, I'm good. I am my own police. We are our own police at this point.
Yeah. So, the drive into Vegas is uneventful until you get into kind of the downtown area where the gridlock starts. Everyone is trying to use the roads, and they are clogged. It's at this point that Richard suggests that if we're going to get to LeBlanc's, we're going to need to walk.
Okay.
And that it will probably be safe because we are going to have bodyguards with us, and the driver will just turn around and go back when he can.
Okay.
So you show up at LeBlanc's, and it of course is dark like most everything else in the city. You can hear sirens off in the distance and everything, and as you get there, you can see Richard has like a flashlight out, and Armand has one too. And you start looking around, and it's quite obvious. LeBlanc's got hit also. It is quite obvious that something went down here. Like the windows are broken in, everything is in ruin. But there seems to be a light coming on from that back room where that poker table was, where you all gathered. First.
Lorelai will refrain from barreling into the doors. She will be the good person with bodyguards and let the bodyguards do their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the obvious eagerness and desire to run in right away after them.
as you are going, you hear a familiar voice going, I don't care who you have to contact. I don't care how you have to sell your soul to anyone. We are calling in everyone we have to get them back.
Okay, at that point, Lorelai will walk into wherever she's hearing that.
All right. And there you see several individuals that you are familiar with. You see Trixie and several of her men. They seem to be holding down what looks to be some kind of floor plan out on the poker table. You see Connor is there, Ashton is there, and a man you have never met is there. It's just the four of them and all of her goons. Although her goons are dressed oddly, they're in tracksuits with like bandanas over your face, which you might remember as the get out of the faceless assassins that she used to do.
Yeah. Lorelai just looks at them like they're they're trying to pretend to be gangbangers or something. Because she has no idea.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy.
Hello.
Ashton. A woman and several men walk in. Connor and Ashton, you recognize them. It's Lorelai and Richard Mallon and a few people you can't place, but they're probably people who work for them. And Jeremy, you have never seen these people before. And Trixie was basically just telling you how you're going to mortgage your soul. And you had just said, if I remember correctly, I have just the thing. And you pulled out a silver leaf with 3 points on it.
Yes. Hi. Oh yeah, I have just the thing for this. We need wait, we're trying to figure out. Again, this has been a bit, so can someone refresh my memory? We're trying to figure out exactly. I just need to restart that train of thought.
Well, how about we switch a little to Lorelai? Are you going to ask what's going on here?
Yeah, I was getting there. I was letting you finish. Lorelai, once she goes in and she kind of notices who's going on, and I'm assuming it was Trixie who just told them that they were going to sell their souls to get somebody back.
Yeah.
Hey, Trixie?
What?
What's going on?
They took her.
Took who?
Regina.
Just Regina?
Yes, they took Regina, and then Elizabeth walked right into them.
Huh. Do we know who they are yet?
Magnus Coronado. I know Elizabeth walked directly into the alabaster. They shot my men that were trying to pull her away and stop her from going in there.
All right.
Wait, why would she do that?
I don't know. We can ask her that once we save her. But we're going to save her because no one dies today.
Jeremy looks around the room at the dead bodies.
Like a plan.
Wait a minute, that sounds like an aspect.
Nobody dies today.
Yeah, that is an aspect. Trixie has taken 2 aspects from the 2 people who she idolized the most. Or that had some formative stuff on her. She's taken No One Dies Today from Victor, and she's taken Bark Before I Bite from Jackson.
Oh.
Cool.
Hi, lady and people. Who are you?
This is Lorelai. That's Richard Mallon. Lorelai, Richard, this is Jeremy Klein. Terrorist extraordinaire.
I shut off the power again to another city.
You notice Richard gives you his eyes just kind of narrow, and he gives you so you're the one who's at fault for this kind of look.
Lorelai's look is similar. It's more of a what the fuck are we doing with him? I'm assuming you'll have use with that ability.
No, I just blew up. We had to stop a parade. Anyways, I got a silver leaf here, so I'm gonna. If you guys give me a minute, I'm going to. There was DM out of character.
Mm-hmm.
What was the line I was supposed to say to summon her?
I forget.
I forget to. Come on, what should it be? I'm gonna let you do this, DM.
This is the leaf for you contacting Summer or something.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was Summer. Yeah.
It was Summer.
It was the first one. It was the first one we met that liked me, apparently, or something. No, I gave them hot cocoa. I gave them. It was hot cocoa.
Okay, now I remember. All right, yes, you.
It was that
gave them
summer or
hot
spring.
cocoa, and so they offered you, I believe, 5 minor favors.
Yes, 5. They can give me information.
Yes, information. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Or they can. Yeah.
a woman, in a red gown, just sort of appears next to you. She wasn't there a moment ago, but she is there now. This is Rose Petal.
Oh, hi, Rose Petal.
Hello, Sir Klein. You have once again called upon our assistance?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna introduce you to everybody. This is Trixie. This is Austin. This is Connor. This is what's your name? I'm pointing to Lorelai, but I don't remember if you said that to Jeremy.
Lorelai.
And
Richard Mallon.
Richard Mallon. Hi.
The
He's
Iron
the Lady
Lord.
of Summer. Iron Lord. This is Summer.
You can see she tenses and kind of moves behind you, Jeremy, just a little bit, as she's staring daggers at Richard Mallon and going, "Why have you summoned me here?"
I needed. Oh shit! I did it again, didn't I? You know what? I needed to ask. We needed to request some information. Well, it's a new group of my friends. Me. I needed to do this for people. Okay.
You.
Yes.
She kind of tenses a little bit. She goes, "How can I assist you?" Mr. Klein.
So. Actually. Oh shit! I've been a dum again. I'm gonna go up. Like, wait. Trixie, what exactly would be the best thing to ask right now as
Where
information?
are they holding Regina?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where are they holding Regina?
And where are they holding Elizabeth?
That's another question.
Connor, do you remember what you found out 2 sessions ago?
Yep, I've got that written down.
Mm-hmm.
I
Are you chiming up about that?
would rather ask. I'd rather ask Richard Mallon on his own. So if I can get him on his own, then.
Oh no,
sure.
I meant about. Do you remember who else was taken? Because you know someone was taken that no one else knows was.
Oh shit! I don't have that written.
Remember who? Do you remember who you were going to see last session?
I went. Oh, I was going to go to. Let's see. I went to Sanguine Delights.
Mm-hmm. Who'd you find there?
Oh shit! You're right. It's Thank you. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
What was her name? Was it
Liana.
Liana? Yeah. It's like, yeah. So there's also Liana Draper who's missing.
You see
Uh-oh.
Richard's eyes go wide. It's like that makes 4 targets that they would have taken in total. There
4?
was just an attempt on my wife.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Why are they after you?
I'd assume that this is Coronado, and he is after all of us who dared to stand up against him.
Oh. Cool. I was hoping you were a good person. Or at least on our side. That would have made things really awkward, to be honest with you. Now where are they keeping those people? So I turned to Rose Petal. Where are they keeping those people?
You wish to know the information of the locations of 3 individuals?
Yeah, would that be like one question, or would that be like multiple questions?
Each person would be a question if I am to get their exact location.
Ah.
Start with Regina.
Okay. So actually, I'm just going to ask for the location of Regina, if that's okay.
She nods, and is that all?
I look to the group. I think so.
And she disappears.
I had a leaf.
Cool.
So, question for you, Jeremy, was it?
You can call me Jer Dog.
Right. So Jeremy, the person you were just speaking with, does she do things implied, or do you need to be more specific? Because you did not give Regina's last name.
We're
Has
about to
she
find
been
out. She
known
was
to?
really nice the other 2 times.
Okay, that was my question: is if we are going to have to deal with her
When
again.
we come back, I mean, I have 2 more of the little points.
The Fae are not really a fan of
I get along with them really. I get along with them fine. I know her. I know, Sarissa. Wait, did I just say her name right, DM?
Whose name?
The Deity Chaos.
Sorona?
Serona. I know her. I know Serona. I know the Boogeyman. I know. There's some. My house gets magically cleaned, and for pizza.
So Patricia goes, you know the boogeyman.
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy. I thought
Why
he was
are
a
you
wall
calling the boogeyman? I told you to call everyone.
Sure, I can try. You got a phone?
Lorelai's going to look at her husband or look at Trixie, and because she's not getting near electronics, would anybody or would it be too long of a distance to try to call anybody from back where she's from, back where you all came from?
You can try, but as far as I can see, the phone's working.
Oh yes, all of the phones are out.
And the phones that do work are so jammed up with the people trying to make emergency calls that none of the phones work.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
Well,
it's what happens in situations like this. All the phones go down.
you know, that's gonna take a bit.
So getting a hold of my brother would be a waste of time. Never mind then.
Okay.
So Patricia looks. Do you have a way to contact these people that isn't via phone?
Well, normally it was a drive to a hotel, but that's back in San Francisco. So
Do you have a map, Trixie? A city map or a map of this area specifically?
I'll get one. And you see her just turn back to Jeremy. So you have no way of contacting with these people. Jeremy, you can contact Serona. Remember, you were in a cop car.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can contact Serona. So I was like, Serona, are you here? I just kind of shout out to the room.
A chill wind.
Whoa. That's some
Blows.
serious summoning mojo.
Yeah, blows through the area, and a moment later, a woman that for a moment seems as if she has a skull for a face, before resolving into the form of a blonde woman, is standing in the corner. He says, "You called my servant?"
Oh, hi again. Yeah. Is Polina's there? Hi, I'm Polina. Meet Serana. And this is Austin. This is Connor. This is Trixie. This is Loretta. This is Lord Ironface. Wait, what was it? Brian? Ben?
My name, I am Richard Mallon. Ah. Why have you summoned me here? Have you finished making my domain?
I was was asked to see if I could ask you a favor.
A favor?
Lorelai's like face palming at this point.
Yeah.
What kind of favor?
I look too, Trixie. Oh no, Trixie, you said she left?
No,
Or
Trixie's
she's still
there. She's just seemingly like gone bone still.
Ah. So Polina, what did you want?
Did you call her Sablina?
No, Paul, it was Paulina. I was also wrong. That's wrong, isn't it? No, it's right. It's Patricia. Shit.
Patricia.
I'm just looking at the screen. All right.
Right.
Is it Patricia?
Patricia is her name.
Yeah,
but
Patricia.
She's gone by Trixie the whole time.
Oh, it's very dangerous to call her Patricia. Don't do that.
I don't know her as Patricia. Sorry, I was literally reading off things. There's a. Okay. Wait. Who then just told me to yell and get more people?
Patricia. Trixie, aka
Oh,
Patricia, just told you to call everyone you know.
Yeah.
Because you are the only person here who she doesn't have full information on.
So, and she's not moving?
Yeah, she looks like she is like scared stiff for like her eyes are wide as she's staring at Serona, and you can tell Serona's noticed and she's smiling. Connor, Ashton, what are you two doing in all this?
Jaredog, the unpredictable.
Let's see.
It's sort of like. Pretty sure Connor can't really sense power, but even then, he can sense shits up with this.
Sneaky senses are tingling.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting senses are tingling on this one. Like, don't fight this thing; it will kill you.
Just kind of slip into the background. You're like, what?
Don't bother me, I'm a mistake. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Fiona?
Lorelai was going to offer to scry for them, but I was trying not to interfere with the conversation.
Sure, they will get you a map, but do you have a connection to
To Elizabeth, I do. Lorelai is, and Regina. That's one of my aspects, actually.
Yes, but remember you need a thaumaturgical link. Like hair. Blood.
I'll have to just look at Trixie going, do you have a hairbrush of one of theirs, a hair tie, hair, blood, anything that's theirs?
She says that would be upstairs, but it's dark and it's been ransacked.
It doesn't have, it has to be like physically bio stuff of theirs, right? Or can it be like a sweater or a...
It would have to be like, it has to have some kind of metaphysical connection to it. A sweater does not have that strong of a
Will you help me look for something of that sort, Trixie, so we can get this going while his friend
Sure. I'm going to
searches?
offer this out to the group. Does anyone know where you would be able to find, say, blood sample?
That's an easy one. However, I don't know if we should mess with that.
Interesting. You hold down on us?
It's kind of
I
like
mean-
there's a table that has all of our blood on it,
Yeah, it's that one.
but doesn't that have
That's
power
true.
sealing us or something?
I'm very well aware of that table. Lorelai's still not real thrilled with that table, even though it was the lesser of two evils. Yeah, she's not gonna mix her magic with its magic and have it backfire on her.
Well, it's just a poker table. No, I'm talking about in the first session where you all cut your hands and bled on the poker table.
Yeah.
The poker table that Trixie is standing in front of right now.
It's not the other table.
No, it's the table you guys are all
Oh
around.
shit! I was thinking of the scary table.
The
Okay.
bargaining table? Yeah, no. The bargaining table is way.
Okay, no, this one I can deal with. We're good. I was thinking the scary one for some reason. Okay, so
Does dried blood work?
It would be an issue because sometimes drying it out with there might be some things that you have to do to make it more viable, but it is a very powerful link to all of you.
okay, well,
You might just be able to use the table and isolate that enough in the spell to be able to do it, but you would need the room.
okay. Lorelai will say all of that. I may have a way of getting Regina and Lorelai or finding where they are.
So
It's at this point that a lady pops back in. She goes, "I have found the one you hear a whisper in your ear, Jeremy. You can't see anyone, but you hear a whisper. Regina LeBlanc is being held in the basement of the Alabaster Casino, in a room below where everyone else goes. There is a very dark and evil presence in that room."
basement below casino. in a room where everyone goes.
No one goes.
In a
I don't like the sound of that.
in a room no one goes. The next bit. Sorry, I was typing.
There is also a dark and evil presence in that room.
Okay. And then what ear did it whisper into?
Your left one.
Okay, so I turn to my left and say, "Thank you." And then I look around, I'm really confused. Well, I know where Regina is.
Patricia looks at, where is she?
And the basement below a casino, in the basement below the Alabaster Casino, in a room no one knows, there's also a dark and evil presence in that room.
Well, we can probably guess what the evil presence is.
So it's at this point that the woman, the blonde woman in the corner, kind of clears her throat. I believe we were discussing why you called me here, Jeremy.
Yeah, Trixie.
Trixie looks back. She's like, what?
Well, what do you need? What exactly did you need when, in terms of the helping us find all our friends and not them not die?
Well, I need... What do you think we need? God, how can you be so goddamn stupid?
I'm trying to roll with what you want to do here. Don't get mad at me.
Rona goes, so I am guessing that you need assistance. Is that right, little one? She nods.
Do you guys know each other?
She says, oh, I haven't been acquainted just yet, but I can smell the greatness upon her. And she just kind of, bites her lips and, crosses her arms. What do you want? Well, what do you want? Help. Help in making sure that we get Regina out, and Elizabeth out, and Liana out. Without anyone dying. She's like, ah. And what do you offer? Do you offer me the city? You can, Lorelai, you can definitely see Richard tensing at that. Like,
Lorelai's gonna clear her throat a little bit at that question. I'm just kind of. Am I still muted? Yeah. Okay,
sorry, what you saying?
Lorelai's just gonna kind of clear her throat a little bit at that and arch a brow at the fairy. But not loud enough to just enough to let her presence kind of be hinted.
So Trixie looks at Jeremy and goes, what is she?
She does chaos.
What is she?
What is your title these days?
Well, we founded a court and a pantheon. So I suppose you could call me a goddess. O divine paladin.
Divine paladin. Wait, do you have one of those hammers? I look towards I look towards Ben.
Who's Ben?
Who I'm now calling Ben. Lorelai's husband. I think it was Richard. It's Ben now. It's Ben. It's Ben.
Not Ben.
Okay, it's Richard. I look towards Richard. It's like, do you got one of those hammer things that kind of make you like anything you think is evil is dying?
He looks at you like he has no clue what you're talking about.
Are you affiliated with the Hammers of God? I'd like to apologize. If you are.
Yeah, no one seems to be paying any attention to you. So you see Serrano just kind of walks in front of Jeremy, just pushes him aside, just kind of looks at Trixie and goes, "So what is it that you have to offer? Like, what do you want, goddess?" "Well, maybe not full goddess, but I think you could help me with that." Like, "That's what you want?" She's like, "Just a bit. Just enough." You want a part of my nature?" And she's like, and Serona goes, "That would be acceptable." Like, "Done. You can have it. If you can get my sisters back to me and Liana, safe and sound, you can take what you want." "Well then, we have a deal." She extends her hand to Patricia. Patricia reaches in and shakes her hand. And then Serona looks back and goes, "Jeremy,
Yeah.
see to it that this is taken care of. I will be around." And with that, Serona kind of vanishes, and Trixie's kind of just sitting there, kind of shaking.
When you said nature,
We'll
what'd that
talk
mean?
about it later.
Okay. Do you still need me to contact the boogeyman? I mean, do you,
No.
what's the boogeyman's like? What was his actual name? Not
Erebus.
the boogeyman. Yeah, Therabus. Erebus. Yeah. Erebus could help, I guess. He's really good at dark places, and she said there's dark there.
No. I'm not going to make any more deals. I can't make any more deals.
Oh. I mean, okay. Oh. What do you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
We have a thing to plan. Lorelai said that you can scry on an area.
Yes.
Can you use what we have here to at least get a look at what's going on in that area, so we could get a visual on Regina?
I don't know, DM, can I?
Yes, it would be a very complicated, long spell to do. It is a possible thing.
Being able to look in on them is something I don't know that we have time for, Trixie. You just told me long and complicated, which means more than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. No, even a simple scrying spell is more than 5 minutes. Taking at least 15 minutes to do it.
Well, I meant, okay, it's more than an hour. It would take a while to do a viewing scry.
I suppose that also depends on if you have other people helping you out get aspects, because that could work where maybe you could get it done in in about an hour if everyone did absolutely everything.
Okay. Well, if everybody wants to help pitch in, we can try to scry on them visually. But it will take about an hour, or at least an hour.
She nods. I need to call up some more people anyway. Connor, where is Richard? Where is Victor? We're gonna go see him, and he isn't here.
Victor. Oh, sorry, my mind shut off for a second there. I believe he's still at his club, preparing an assault.
He's preparing an assault?
That's what it looked like they were doing.
Go there and get him to coordinate with us, because having two assaults is nowhere near as effective as having one big assault.
All right. He nods and dashes off.
Are you using supernatural speed? Or do you have inhuman speed?
That's why I'm flipping real quick. I do have inhuman speed. You know what? Yeah. In this situation, it definitely calls for it.
Yeah, but it's too bad you broke that deal with that Fae. I mean,
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna strike. Ugh. So,
You broke a deal with the Fae. That was dumb.
look at my trouble aspect.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, it was dumb. It was dumber
yes,
to make
it's
that my
still dumb.
trouble aspect. So if I take that chip, I basically have to run at normal speed.
No, something happens.
I'm curious. I'm tempted just.
how far away is Victor's place?
I don't think it's that far from us.
Not that far, but time is of the essence.
That's true. There could be a crowd or something that suddenly appears in front of me, and getting through that would take a lot of effort.
Yeah, and cars aren't working.
Yep. A lot of cars are fried.
I mean, it's just a little way. It is just a little ways down the strip, but time is of the essence. So.
Thing is, if you raise that to a 3, I can't pay it off.
I mean, you can take the chip and say, I'm simply not running at speed because I'm too concerned about the fact that I've been having really shitty luck.
Knowing my luck, knowing my luck, I'll probably, I don't know, crash into a brick wall and explode or something. Yeah, I think that's the wisest choice, is to just take it and say, I'm not running at full speed, but I'm running.
All right.
So
So yeah, you stumble a bit times, and yeah, man, it would have been really terrible running speed. But I mean, like a little trip and fall isn't too much.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't going full speed.
Yeah, you all it was is you're gonna trip. Don't worry about it.
Because in human speed,
But if you were running it in human speed, I would have rolled damage on that.
Yeah. I can run at human speed. That's the wiser choice.
Yeah. You get there. However, unfortunately, since you're running at human speed, you get there, and they aren't there anymore.
Uh-oh. Even at inhuman speed, they probably... Actually, a lot of them probably have inhuman speed, so shit.
I mean, you can see the alabaster from here.
We can't see them, they're not inside.
No.
And they vanished. That's not good. Alright then.
Are you going to try to find them, or are you going to run back and tell your friends what happened?
I would like to try to find them.
All right, roll me investigation.
My investigation. Yep, it's that shit. This keyboard's about to die. That's better than I hoped.
You can tell that they've likely headed out for the operation, but you don't know where they went to.
Alright, I'll chip that if I can.
Sure, what are you tagging?
That's the question, isn't it? Could I play on the good head on my shoulders aspect part of Brash, but a good head on my shoulders?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that the only one you want to do?
Actually, could my high concept apply? Because I'm tracking Red Court.
No.
Okay.
The semi-pro boxer doesn't really track people.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see that applying.
I'm looking at one right now that I know
The only one I could think of would be Hometown Hero.
it's not that one.
Oh, is it always bet on cash?
Yes.
I thought that was more...
True, but in this moment, always you really need to come through.
Ah, yes, you're right. I see what you're getting at. Yeah, I'll definitely tag that.
Sure. At a 6, yeah, you managed to find like a scrap of discarded paper that mentions where they're meeting up at. It looks
Okay.
like they're about to start off. Are you running out there?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you using your speed this time?
If I don't, I'm not going to catch them, so I'm going to have to. And damn the consequences. So this is going to hurt.
You taking the chip?
Yeah, I'll take the chip. This is going to hurt. I'm still going to go full tilt, which is nuts, but... I'm about to be in a lot of pain.
4
Oof.
points of stress.
Ouch.
Would you like to apply your supernatural toughness to that?
Well, the thing is, I already have 4 stress boxes, and I have 2 extra on top of that from Supernatural. I can actually tank that as a human.
Yeah. But would you like to use your supernatural toughness to reduce it by 1 because you have armor 1 against all physical stress?
See, the problem with that is that eventually you start really building up the vital stress, the hunger stress.
Yeah.
I think I'll take the 4, even though that's riskier in the long run.
Okay, so you take a 4 hit as you stumble and fall. You stumble and fall, but you're still able to get there. Of course, you are running into a unknown situation. Luckiest thing if someone like didn't recognize you and opened fire. That would be terrible.
See, if that was anything but the trouble aspect, I'd be able to be like, dude, I'm the hometown hero. But since it's the trouble aspect... Alright, I'll try to fight that.
Alright. So yeah. You stumble your way in, and just as you're about to do that, you see a gun pointed at your face as you move into the area, like you're staring down the barrel of the gun, and you can almost feel it's about to go off, and then someone just knocks it away, and you hear, you idiot! Connor! And Victor Draper is there, whispering angry vitriol at his person for almost shooting him. He's like, Connor, how did you find us?
Scrap of paper.
Okay, well, we're about to go in. Come here for some fun?
Actually, there's currently there's a whole team building up a huge assault over at what's the casino called again? I forgot.
LeBlanc's.
Over at LeBlanc's.
What? What do you mean a team building up an assault? Well, you have your person. You can take care of it, can't you? My wife's in there.
We know we're gonna go in at the same time, but we'd like to do a full charge.
A light bulb suddenly clicks on his head. I like it.
Yeah.
How long you need?
I'm sorry?
How long do you need?
It's gonna probably take them about an hour or so.
Kind of close. He reaches down a radio and throws it at you.
Oh, this might actually work better than what I was planning.
Look,
A
there's no more
two-fronted
pirate
assault.
transformers to blow up.
No, the thought is, now we have a two-front assault. Dude, this is great. Okay. Grab the radio. It's like, okay. Also, running at crazy speed. Tripping hurts.
You need some. He reaches into a bag and he tosses you a bag of blood.
You know what? Normally I'd probably be like, no. But this time, thank you.
Stay safe.
You too.
Be informed. Points to the radio.
Yes, sir. All right. Now I have to head back.
All right. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch. What are all of you doing?
The ranch.
Well, Jeremy, after Serena disappears and Trixie looks super depressed, and he now feels bad. He feels like an enabler at this point. He's gonna look to how do you pronounce your name again?
Lorelei.
Lorelei. Sorry, I'm very, very bad with names. Bad with everything. I'm very bad with everything. Memory is Lorelei. What do you do? How do you know people here?
She's gonna kind of nod back towards Richard. Well, for starters, this is my husband.
So you do him?
Richard just glares at you.
As for what I'm capable of doing, there are many things.
Look, I've seen many a things. Can you be more specific a thing? I'm curious.
Well, for starters, Lorelei is going to still try to scry for Elizabeth to make sure they're in the same location.
Sure.
And she's just doing a location scry to verify that they're in the same area.
All right. Now the issue could be they could be in a circle. If they are in a circle, you'd need to beat the magical power of the circle in order to be able to find where they are.
Okay.
The fairies don't have to deal with that because fairies, well, they can get behind thresholds. They can't get into circles, but
Okay. She's going to glance at Trixie once the map's brought to her and everything. To make sure this goes off without trouble. Does anybody feel like assisting?
she looks. What do you need?
Since you are even closer to her than I am, we would want to throw in your focus. Since Trixie is a sort of practitioner, she dabbles.
Weird thing, but
Since you dabble, just having your extra added power will be beneficial.
you've got the aspect Trixie's knowledge.
Okay.
She rolled a 4 in order to put that
Rolled to help with it.
Yes, she did a declaration.
Okay.
So she rolled lore to declare that she has knowledge.
Okay.
She also might have some supplies.
And of course, we'll do it on this table where it'll be the strongest.
Yeah, the link is there.
Connor's not back yet because he's the one who went running.
Yes.
Ashton, are you still here?
Yep.
Do you wish to help with this?
Certainly.
He's got natural magics.
Yep.
So just putting in the focus as well. The hand holding, whatever needs to happen. I've watched and read a lot of different magical things, so if I'm mixing up Dresden stuff at all, I apologize to everybody tonight.
It's alright.
I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
the way it works is everyone can help. They just need to come up with aspects of how to build this, of what things to do to build the spell. Regina, Trixie, was like, I could use my money to possibly say I have things, and then I looked at her, she doesn't have money. I go, but Regina does, and so she rolled Regina's resources, which is why I called it healing from Regina.
Gotcha.
But unfortunately, he only got a 2, so it's a fragile aspect. So Regina's got a few things.
Okay. And we need something to scribe with. Lorelai will call her husband over and have him help her remove the necklace that she keeps around her neck. I think it was a necklace, the one that she keeps that she stores her power in. And that's what she's going to use to focus the power, the energy. Okay.
Yeah. So that's he's rolled resources of 5, so
Okay. So these are extra aspects that I can tag without having to spend coins.
Yep.
To be able to boost things higher. So if I wanted to put in 8 shifts of power instead of 5, this is going to help with that.
It's remember is you have to build the complexity of the spell. What's your
Okay.
lore?
Yeah, I don't remember. Hang on. It is 4.
4. So currently you can build a complexity 4 spell. It's nothing good. You could skip scenes in order to get a +2, or you can name other aspects to do more stuff. Currently 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at a 10. What's the level you want to aim at to get this spell done?
I have to be able to get up above a circle if there is one. And assuming that since they put a circle around my house, little bastards, I'm assuming that they probably have one with Regina.
It's possible.
So I'm at a 10 now.
Yeah.
I'd like to get to a 12 if possible.
All right. Ashton, can you think of anything that you want to add to the spell to make it more effective?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, so like what kind of stuff would help with this? Because it's been a while since I've done this sort of thing.
Basically, anything you can think of can help. You just have to say, well, I can run out to the store and I could run to the store and get a map. I could, I'll set up the candles in the right configuration, or or she could go and like try to get a shower or something. Well, there's probably not any water because the city's fucking shut down.
Yes, that is still happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in this situation.
Can I make a declaration?
Sure. What declaration do you want to?
All of the vehicles that Lorelai would be riding in would have small go bags for her magic stuff, so like chalks and candles would always be in there.
Oh, what's your resources?
Not 0. It is 3.
Roll me your resources plus. Roll me your resources, and we're gonna look for something that's 3 or higher to be a full aspect. A 2 will be a fragile aspect. All right, yeah. So,
So Lorelai would ask Ashton or maybe Armand if he's there to get her bag of supplies. Or have him send somebody out.
well, I mean, it could always. He already pulls. Armand just hands it to you. He grabs
Okay.
it as you guys.
Okay. Because he is the best.
Yes. There, Lorelai's. You have your go bag. Admittedly, if you had rolled low, you would have your go bag, but it would have just been out of stuff. Like,
yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot to,
So it wouldn't be in every vehicle, but she would try to keep one in all of the vehicles that they would usually ride in.
Yeah, but it's possible that like this vehicle. Oh darn it! I did that one thing and I didn't buy a replace.
Yeah.
Oops.
We're at 12. Anyone else can think of anything else they want to add? Christian, do you think of anything?
Positivity and like positive energy. And I mean,
you want to try to motivate them and make them feel better?
Yeah, I mean, I have the aspect of always there for my friends, and my trouble is I'm a lonely, mentally and emotionally unstable genius. So I'm gonna latch on to any friend I got. Could this work together to allow me to add the ship?
Rapport.
Rapport? What is my rapport?
That's you. You have the character.
It's fair, so it's +2. Hey.
All right.
Okay.
Let's call that.
This is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. if this
Jeremy,
goes-
support back rubs. That might not help with the what's it called, actual building of the spell, but it could probably be something to help with channeling energy later on as a free tag to something.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything else that you guys can think of?
Hmm.
Wish I was there because I have an idea.
Connor, you can get back as they're doing it, so...
Because the main idea I had was this is a spell to see into a room, essentially.
This is a spell to locate Elizabeth.
Okay, it's a location spell. I was gonna say if this is the seeing one. Then.
No, the
if
seeing
it
one
was
will
the
take
seeing
time.
what would you have?
I'm sorry.
If it was the seeing one, what was your idea?
Well, if it was the seeing one, I was gonna say, do we have a surface to actually see onto, to project it onto, basically?
Oh, roll me investigation.
Ugh. I don't have any. This is going to end real well. Nope.
Yeah, you can't find anything. Does anyone that has investigation want to go searching out in the area for something that might,
Yes.
be a reflective surface?
I'm good at that.
Sure.
I shall.
Just saying. Have a mirror or anything. A shiny tray.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Dang.
I'll spend a chip. Get that back to a 4.
I mean, you might as well not spend a chip.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So,
No, that's good. Let's say I could have done that.
yeah. Cracked mirror, fragile. So, Jeremy pulls out a cracked mirror. It's mostly intact, but there is a crack running through it.
So I could potentially run a visual scry.
Yes.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Sorry, it kind of cracked when I got shocked with electricity.
No, it was.
Oh,
You
I thought I
found
was in my
a-
pocket.
No, you found a broken mirror in the goddamn rubble. Like,
Oh, never mind. I said nothing, and I'm sorry.
anyone think of anything else they want to add? We're at 14. Because you can also just tag aspects that you have on your character sheet to just plain add 2 to this.
Oh. Yeah, Ashton is an ally to Ian, Connor, Lorelei, and Elizabeth.
How will that help?
He's going to go through extra lengths to make sure that the spell succeeds because Elizabeth is in trouble.
Okay, all right, sure. I will actually allow that one.
Okay. And you throw a chip in there?
Yeah. Just throw out a chip. So I'm putting that
I
chip
was-
over here.
I
So
was
that-
thinking about doing the same thing, but I need my aspects for when I roll.
When this building the spell is different from when you roll.
Oh no, I need my chips more than anything. I think I'm just hoarding the chips because I may need to spend them all to let this go through the way it needs to.
Would someone like to throw her any chip by compelling any one of her aspects? You have to compel an aspect.
I don't know her aspects. What are her aspects?
They are
They're in
written
roll
right
20.
on roll 20. Also, keep in mind we'll get by with with a little help from our friends aspect.
Actually, I'll throw a chip at Lorelei for ally and friends with Regina and Elizabeth.
All right. So, Lorelei, are you accepting that chip?
Be friends with them.
Yes.
All right, take it. Now you must help them.
No, I must help them.
Oh darn! The thing you were already doing.
Sounds good. I will take that. Oh, fuck. Okay. So what are we at now in terms of everything were at like 16?
Uh,
Because
yeah.
we were at 14, and then then Travis spent a chip for his aspect.
Yes.
Okay, I think 16 is good. I'm scared to go much higher because of the backlash,
That only matters if you fail a roll.
which we're not going to. It's going to be brilliant.
Mm-hmm. So are we starting the spell then?
Lorelai's going to look at Trixie. Is there anything else you can think of that would tie us closer to Elizabeth? Because Brianna is assuming that I can only focus on one person with this without splitting the strength of the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Trixie has even deeper knowledge that she will add.
Okay.
And give one more roll. Yep.
So where are we at now?
She pulls out an onyx raven and puts it in the center. That was a gift that was given to me by someone who connected me and Elizabeth. It might help with the connection between us.
Okay.
All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 shifts of power if you're using all of them.
Lorelai looks a little nervous as she looks across everything, especially that cracked mirror.
You using them all?
Yes.
All right. I'm assuming everyone here will give you their free tags for this. Boom, there you go.
Yep.
Only Jeremy's combat back rubs, Jeremy's support back rubs will be, has a free tag on it. The other aspects still exist in the scene and can be used. But you have an 18 currently.
I have an 18, so I have to roll up to 18 or get up to 18.
You have to get up to 18, and you don't have to do it all in one roll.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, it's been so long since I've done this.
Yeah.
Okay. So as I tag things, I just continue to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
But keep in mind, everything you put in, if you fail, comes back out.
Yeah.
And if you fail, if you take any point of fallout damage, it ruins the spell. You can backlash it all you want and take your own personal damage. In fact, other people can be here to help you channel and take that backlash.
Okay. So I have 4 mental stress. Okay.
Oh, and you don't have to take mental stress to put this in.
Okay, no, I was just looking to make sure I didn't have any damage already on my body, too. I didn't think I did, but...
Now, only Connor and you should have damage. You actually, no, your mental stress would have cleared with the drive, so you're good.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. Make the first roll. How many shifts of power are you putting in?
I am going to do this hopefully 5 at a time.
All right. Calling up 5?
Yeah. Do I have any focus in my hand that allows me to roll higher, or do I need to just stay with whatever my discipline is?
Unless you have a focus on your sheet that specifically says divination, you don't have anything to...
Nope, I don't have any. I don't know what my sheet has on there, but I know divination was not one of my focus things when I did this. It was air and
Unfortunately,
water, I think.
You don't have anything to help you with. It's just your
Okay.
sheet.
Plus 4.
Oh, it looks like we're at 18, actually. All right. 18. All right, so
Okay.
you put 5 shifts of power in. There are 5 in.
Okay. I don't get overlays. It just has to hit a 5 or higher.
Just has to hit 5 or higher.
Okay. There's one.
15
All
minutes
right.
have passed.
Huh?
15 minutes have passed. Actually, 30 minutes have passed. 15 to set it up, and this 15 for the first channeling.
Okay. Shit. How many did I say we were doing? 18?
Yeah, 18. You got 13 to go.
Let's go with 7 this time.
7?
Mm-hmm. So I need 2 more.
Yep. Would you like to take Jeremy's support back rubs?
Sure, I will take
They're
one of
the
those
best
back
Nice.
back rubs.
Uh,
I
Alright.
help with magic.
That gets you up to 7.
Okay.
So that is a 13 in their total so far. Or 12 in their total so far.
12.
Yeah.
So let's do the last 6.
All right. Boom! And you called it. All right. So you are able to open up a channel, and you see Elizabeth being dragged unconscious through a hall. It looks like she's been beaten. And you see the men, they're pulling her down a very dirty and what looks like a dirt-covered hallway that doesn't seem like it gets much use. And they open a door to a large chamber at the end. And you can see in the chamber, Regina is sitting there, bound and gagged, all tied up. And there is another woman with a hood over her head next to her. You see Regina there, and they start walking towards what looks to be this huge arcane symbol on the floor. And they go to the first one and they wave their hand past, and everything's fine. You know? There's a breaking of something. And then they go in, and then he turns around, and you see the guy cut his hand, and he touches, and then you lose the spell.
Shit. Okay. Did everybody see this, or is this something I saw through the broken glass?
That's up to you. How did you want it to go?
I'm fine with just me seeing it. Lorelai would have have spoken as she saw what it was seeing.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
There is one more thing before you do that. You're kind of able. You had your attention kind of drawn up to the ceiling as you were looking away, because you could have felt something, and you could have sworn there you saw something with eyes, in a huge dark cloud looking down at you. What's worse is you could have sworn you heard it go, "Oh, hello."
that was right at the end.
Yes.
She would have dropped the mirror. Shit. That last part she would not have shared with the group.
Wait, so
Quite
she
like
wouldn't have dropped the mirror and said shit?
No. She wouldn't have shared. She wouldn't have shared that she saw the eyes. So she would have shared that the room, or no, while she was going through, would have shared that Elizabeth was alive, was unconscious, being dragged back to a room.
I
The
need
room
you
is
to
dark.
make me a discipline check against 6.
Against 6.
Yes, mental stress.
Okay.
I don't even have discipline on my skills.
All right, that will be 1 point of mental stress.
Okay, I will take it.
It's almost like your sight was open.
Oh, yeah. She would have been explaining. Okay, I see the room. Elizabeth is there. She's alive. They're dragging her. She's unconscious. She's hurt. I see. They're taking her to another room. This room is bigger. I see Regina. Regina's alive. I see another woman. I don't see her face. They've got wards on the floor, or whatever phrase she would use. They've got glyphs on the floor. Oh, okay. This is great. It looks like multiple glyphs. And then as soon as the guy goes up, she would have gone silent. And the dropping of the glass, and then she just said shit. I lost it. The words were too powerful.
Richard is over there, kind of holding you, and you hear him whisper. He's like, "Hang on, okay?"
We'll talk later.
All right. He kind of nods.
Did
And
you
she's
see
like,
the evil dark thing?
mm-hmm. There's something there.
Oh,
Gotcha.
like, could you tell us what it looked like? Like, should we be prepared to blow up a large creature? Or is this like a magical doohickey? Do I need to make a nail?
I like to think that at that point, when Christian cut out, like Richard just put his hand over his mouth.
Yes, that had to have been what happened at that point. Because clearly Lorelai has some kind of massive migraine starting to form.
Yeah.
That is my specialty.
Clearly.
Anyways, yeah. Sorry.
Lorelai's gonna find a non-broken chair to sit down at. But they are alive for now.
Cool.
Richard pulls out his radio, says, "Call everyone you can. Get them here as soon as possible. We're going in."
Go, as soon as possible. I need prep time. I'm like Batman.
Trixie walks away. Richard looks at you and is like, what do you mean you need prep time?
Bombs?
We're not using bombs.
Okay.
Our allies are in here. I don't know who the hell you are, but why the hell do you want to use bombs?
Not on our friends.
No, on the building our friends are in.
You don't need to. Like, you can make smaller bombs, dude. They come in all shapes and sizes.
Just for argument's sake, Trixie, some bombs would be okay to blow that nightmare of a building up once our friends are gone.
Trixie is not in the room anymore. She has stepped away.
Where'd she go? Uh-oh. I'll be back. I'm gonna go try to find Trixie if I can.
You find Trixie in a room not too far away. She is sitting before an orange portal in the wall, and just kind of standing there and just kind of meditating. And through the portal, you see what looks to be a dark forest, and things are coming through the portal. They're shadowy shapes, and as they come portal, you see they kind of form up into the shapes of people, and then they go over. Then she kind of tosses them a shirt, and they start getting dressed. More and more things come out of the portal. And she's like, "What is it?"
Is this what you bargained?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you need something?
I felt guilty about bringing I felt like an enabler, if that makes sense.
Roll rapport.
There, I rolled a 2.
This is my decision. I'm the one who made it. If you feel like you're an enabler, then maybe you need to make better choices yourself.
Sure.
You seem like you're a good person. I've known a few bad people. You don't seem like you're one of them. Maybe you need a guide.
Well, how good I am depends on how you look at things. If you ignore a lot, I'm a good person.
I'm not here to discuss morality. More people are coming out. More men are as the guys are getting dressed. They're just walking the door out the thing, and they're going into another room and picking up guns.
Well, as long as you're okay with the decision. I'm sorry I bothered.
What if I'm not?
Uh,
Yeah. What would change if I wasn't? My being okay with it is not part of the question. It's what needs to be done to save my sisters. So that's what I'll do.
okay. Guilt sucks, though.
I'm not the one who's guilty. And if you're feeling guilty, I suggest you take a look at yourself. Figure out why that is.
Sure. I'll leave you to your summoning.
He just stays quiet.
I leave. And I go back to the group, and I'm like, I'm really bad with guns.
It's like Richard goes, "That's good. I'm glad you're really bad with guns because we weren't planning on giving you any."
Wow. Oh, sorry. Last group I rolled with was a dude who had like 8 on him at all times. It was weird.
I'm a lot better with other things than guns.
I can make. Is there any booze left? I'll go try to fashion up some quick Molotov cocktails or something.
Roll
Those
the
might
craft
be
check.
useful.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else that you want to do before this three-pronged assault takes place?
I mean, I'm good. Is anybody
Not that I can think of.
The only thing Lorelai would do would be to, only thing she would do would to change her hairstyle to make it easier to get to her wands.
I mean, are you planning on going and being?
I would think that we would go in after the initial assault would be to help get them out.
Who's planning on going in then? That's the question.
I am. Wait. Does my minor? Does I had a minor? And I had a mild consequence last time from being attacked a billion times. Did that go away? Because of
Yes,
inhuman
mild, then it's gone away in between.
Okay. But I'll go in with the group. I'll go in. I'll go in with the distractions.
Well, my luck might be shit, but could be helpful to have someone who can beat the crap out of people.
Ashton,
Yes.
was that a yes I'm going in or a yes I asked the question? Yes, you said my name.
Yeah, I'm going.
Alrighty. So. Richard is not going. Victor is. Richard is going to stay back and try to coordinate the assault with Miss Trixie. They try to suggest that Victor should probably do the same, and Victor very politely tells them to fuck off, and that he's definitely going in. So, I could have us go in and do all these, but the main thing is that you guys have basically called in the entire town.
Yep.
And it's in the state of it, you're not being subtle.
We most certainly are not.
You have magic on your side, and you also have a goddess who is watching over all of you, goddess of chaos and death.
Best goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Uh-oh. I already know what you're hinting at.
What am I hinting at?
This is a not subtle war about to break out.
Oh yeah, no. You are about to lay the smackdown on Magnus Coronado.
The War of Las Vegas.
Now the thing I have to ask is, what are the priorities you're setting for this mission?
Get the women out.
Priority 1.
My
If-
priority. Oh, sorry.
Make Magnus pay.
Define make Magnus pay. Personally, or because make Magnus pay is really the is really the Jackson Jensen question.
Okay.
How many Molotov cocktails was I able to make?
A few. Don't worry about it.
Well, then
Enough. You made
a
enough.
side goal could be to burn down the evil place.
Yes.
Oh, honey, you and I are going to be friends.
Uh-huh.
Does this mean for once we won't be torching the Red Court? Oh my god.
If you directly,
Richard does mention that you should probably try to save as much as you can. Like the main casino, if that goes up, that's fine. But he did build one of those buildings that what's it called? Magnus basically stole from him, and the Bastille is right next door.
That's
So-
true. That's true.
Yeah.
okay.
It was
So maybe
calculated fire.
So
Well-
killing Magnus might be the better choice then.
Yes,
we might
I'm
not
okay
run
with his.
into him.
Yeah. Let's not go too ham. I don't think Regina would appreciate us killing one of her sisters.
That's why. Oh, you're right. Shit.
Yeah.
They'll
So
defend him to the dead.
I think if possible, if we're able to, let's get rid of Magnus. Also, without going into detail, Lorelai is going to say we want to get in and get out as quickly as possible.
Making Magnus pay is the bonus, basically.
If we can get rid of Magnus now as quickly as we can would be what we want. Whatever is in that room, we do not want to have to deal with.
Would you guys want me to go with you or to go to the main with the other groups? I can be a very good distraction, and I don't get hurt very easy. But I think I should go with you because darkness generally doesn't like fire. From my limited studies, does anybody have a notebook and a pen?
Are you going to write darkness doesn't like fire?
I am going to write notes and findings that I have discovered.
Okay then.
You know, we'll worry about that later.
I'll go check the rubble, see if I can find some. I don't know.
So you guys heading on out?
Yeah.
All right. So the assault itself is long and terrible, but a few of the people get injured, but you are reading no casualties. At least not on your side. You aren't sure, but it's possible you aren't getting any casualties on the other side also. I mean, some people are shot all to hell. And they're gonna need therapy. But so yeah, there is a call from someone who is nearly ripped in half that they have located Magnus. He is in the upper suite with several of his daughters. So here's the question you guys have. Are you going for Magnus in the upper suites? Or are you going down into the basement to get the rescue operation?
Well, I look to the group. I will follow.
Shit.
Hurting him would be nice, but
We're gonna do the hero good guy thing. We're gonna go rescue our friends.
I know. Why do we have to be good people? It sucks.
Because if we don't and we screwed this up, then we are screwed and our friends are caught. So this is the logical choice to make, is to go rescue our friends with extra help keeping watch so that we don't get trapped as well.
Mm-hmm.
That and whatever's down there, we don't want near our friends.
Correct.
So you guys make your way down into the basement. And there, pretty soon you find the hallway. You run down the hallway to the big door, and it's really, really hard to move, but you have someone who has who has inhuman strength, and he's able to move this huge stone door aside. And inside, you see this elaborate complex that looks older than you guys can place. In fact, you aren't even certain that you're underneath the casino anymore, with how long and twisting that hallway was.
Shit. Question for you, Brendan.
Yep.
The evil presence that I sensed, is it the same evil that I have been sensing since I moved to Las Vegas?
Very similar.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lorelai, we're still walking. I guess heading that direction.
Well,
And
no, you are no longer walking. You are in this huge ritual area, and you can see on the slab. Oh, by the way, Victor is with you
Mhm.
because he was definitely going down. Especially if once you relayed where it was, he was going to go up, but you guys sent him to the right direction. So. Unless you guys want to say you purposely are not informing Victor Draper where his...
We... No, Lorelai would tell him where his wife is. She would hide that.
Right.
But she would warn him not to go off half-cocked.
No, I make sure the gun's fully cocked.
You know what I mean. We want to make sure that all of us get out of here alive that need to be alive.
Understood.
Well said.
So, you walk in, and you see what looks to be the three ladies stripped nearly naked on what looks to be a kind of like chain, like grate thing with chains that go up into the dark cloud above. And they're starting to pull on the chains as if to lift them up. Victor,
Not like... Go ahead.
Victor pulls out his, SMG and just starts mowing down the people at the chain.
Wow.
Yep.
Does not screw around.
It's his wife. He's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would be a lot bloodier if it was me on one of those chains. On Lorelei on one of those chains.
Yep.
I mean, they're not on the chains. They're on like the slab. It's just like it's lifting the chains up into this dark cloud thing.
Lorelei is looking up.
Mm-hmm.
What does she see?
A dark, massive, writhing cloud of what feels like malice and content. And that pops into your head.
Ah, fuck.
And
Whatever.
I need you to make me another discipline 8 check.
Yeah. Good thing this doesn't have a sanity system.
Wait, can all of us see this thing or just her?
Everyone can see this thing.
Okay. So, I am Vegas' unofficial White Council representative.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a dark evil here. I was expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 more.
That gets it 5, so that means you only need to take 3 points.
And if I use all 4 of my stress, then I start taking consequences.
No, if you can't check off a box at that level, then you would want to buy off some of that stress. Otherwise, you're getting taken out.
Got it.
So you only check off the third box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. That's fine. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you kind of stumble as like you're getting it. It looks like she's getting a headache or something. As
She's very pale.
you see him. So Draper guns down 2 of the guys, puts the machine gun over at someone else as he's like across the circle, fires, and it flies through one of the circles. There's a sort of explosion of energy, but the other guy's standing. Actually, explosion of energy sort of knocks the other 2 away, but you can see the bullets sort of ricochet off a golden barrier inside of one of the other barriers.
Does Lorelei see the barrier?
Yes.
Blood. Use blood.
Blood?
Oh yeah.
How am I using blood?
She's gonna stumble her way forward, and get a knife, or cut her hand.
Yeah.
Just the same way that she saw in the. Will it let her pass through the barrier with the blood?
Oh, well, no. So, that barrier they touched the barrier they passed. They brought up the other barrier. You didn't see them pass the second barrier.
They didn't pass the second barrier.
They are definitely past the second barrier because there are like 2 people standing in there with the other.
Oh, there's a third barrier.
Yeah. Well, there's the first barrier which they broke by just walking through. But after they walked through it, they cut their hand and they reactivated it before they got to the second barrier. And
fuck. Okay.
Do these people look flammable?
Yes, they're wearing black robes.
Do I see the sigils on the ground?
Yes, roll me lore.
My lore is 4. Okay. 3.
All right. So, you are able to definitely assess the outer barrier is the least complicated, and it looks like it's nothing more than a really, really elaborate and powerful spell barrier. Like, it is something that's supposed to keep things of spirit from crossing, but mortal things could walk right past. It's the sort of thing that you would erect around any spell that you were doing to contain magical energy.
Gotcha.
The inner barrier, as you look at it, you think you can't be certain, but where it looks like it should be there, it looks like it might be a barrier for physical objects. And yeah.
Okay. Would Lorelai know how to break such a barrier?
I mean, destroying runes is usually a good way to do it, but that sometimes has explosive results.
Explosive results, you say?
You said destroying runes?
Yes, like
Like wiping.
breaking magical circles and breaking magic objects tends to destroy magic objects.
Okay. Shit. Lorelai's probably about to be taken out right here. As long as one of y'all drags her ass out, we can do this.
Can I throw a Molotov cocktail at the shadow thing?
No.
I mean, all right. So the ceiling is about like 20 feet up.
Oh, Jeremy doesn't have those type of skills.
And it looks like it's covering all of the ceiling.
Okay. So Lorelai is going to tell those she's with to stand back.
I mean, you can also tell this is obviously something built to contain something.
Mm-hmm. It's a physical barrier, so it would be to contain those within the barrier.
Yes. And there looks like there's a third barrier in between there, but you can't make heads or tails of it.
And this is just a barrier in the hallway?
No.
In the room.
No. In the room where just so I'm 100% clear with my image, right?
Allow me to actually help out a little bit. So,
Sorry, I just want to. I have Molotov cocktails. I just don't want to start throwing them at people and like, oh, yeah, the people we're trying to save are now on fire.
Yeah, let's not. Don't throw them. Not yet. You will get a chance to throw them. No, it's not yet.
Oh.
Because if it bounces back at us and it lights me on fire, my husband will kill you. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Ugh, excuse me.
All right, so you can all save.
Yes.
So, outer barrier, which had all the writing and stuff on. Let me pull out the pencil. Writing and stuff around out here. These are like lines of runes I'm just scribbling in.
Okay.
So they're obviously there to contain, put the spell thing on the inner barrier. And then this inner barrier here has more runes. Our middle barrier here has more runes, but it looks like it's runes to keep out physical, so you can't do it. But anything of spirit should be able to pass right through, like a wall. It's basically a magical wall in there.
So we can cross through the first barrier, but we're stuck at the second barrier.
But there are people in there, so you can definitely see people cross through these barriers.
Mm-hmm.
And then inside are even more complex rooms. That's why they're getting X's, because they're really complex. I mean, the things are like things of increased complexity. You got through the first one, no problem. There's sort of the table that has the elevating grate on it. Puts candelabras on the side. People are there, and they are looking really fucking scared of you guys.
They do? Like, they're not attacking us still? There's just the menacing cloud overhead and barriers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the barrier
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna wave at them with a creepy look on my face.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a smile, but I'm holding Molotov cocktails, so I'm just waving Molotov cocktails at them.
They wave at you like, go away.
Can you hear me? And I kind of pantomime it as I say it.
They keep just, waving you away. Like, go away.
Need somebody else who's a lot better at speaking than I am to talk.
I'm great at talking. I do it a lot.
The person who's best at speaking is currently being raised in there, so.
Actually, I'm probably on par with her.
As you walk up and do it, you see Victor walk up. He pulls out a knife and stabs it into the barrier. And you see it become like a solid golden things he's doing, and he just keeps like grinding the tip into this magical barrier. And their eyes get really wide.
Should I try to burn it?
No, don't burn it. Lorelai is looking down at the runes to see if she recognizes anything, specifically the one that will explode the least painfully for her when she breaks it.
Again. We're gonna something along the lines of superb for this.
Four.
4.
Yeah. Well, can I tag something in it to make it better?
Sure. What do you like to tag?
We are going to tag that. We're going to do modern day wizard. She's a wizard. She should know these runes.
Yes.
I'm not getting into any more detail than that. That's what we're going with. So that puts me up to a 6.
6. Are you happy with 6, or would you like more?
I am happy with the 6 for this one. It's the next one I want to get higher.
All right. So, with a 6, yeah, you can see the runes that you could probably scuff to break it, but another way to do it would probably be to try to just pull the power out.
Oh, dumbass. Duh. Okay, that's what Lorelai's gonna do, is pull the power out.
So you start channeling the power out?
Yes.
All right. So you sort of reach there and you start trying to pull on the power, and the power doesn't really want to come, but it's slowly you're getting a little away. And as you're doing it, the barrier where he's putting his knife in is cracking even more. In fact, the knife is starting to slip through the barrier. And you see the guys there, they're like really like shaking their arms like no. In fact, as they're shaking the arms, you can start feeling the ground starting to shake also.
Wait, guys, what if they're not just afraid for themselves? We might be doing something stupid here.
Lorelai's gonna look at Victor and tell him to stop.
It's just like my wife.
I know. I wouldn't be telling you if it wasn't important.
He stops and pulls his knife out. Art, have you stopped?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Lorelai points at one of the guys over there and motions them forward.
As soon as you stop, the hole that was around the knife closes up and cuts off part of the knife.
Fuck. Okay. That's fine.
He was doing nothing.
I know.
But it was just their fate slowly being sealed.
Lorelai is pointing at one of the guys and motioning him towards her.
He shakes his head and just gestures for you to go away.
The one that gestured for me to go away, she's gonna tell him, "You die first," and she's gonna start channeling again.
You're starting to pull power out of the rune?
I am.
That's when you hear from behind you. You know nothing. You are annoying.
I stand up and turn around.
Lorelai's not turning around; she's pulling power.
Magnus Coronado is in the doorway.
Lorelai's not. She's pulling power out of that circle.
Right.
Hey, Victor, we have issues.
So what are you all doing?
I'm gonna throw a Molotov.
You're gonna throw a Molotov?
At the
Yeah.
vampire.
At the vampire.
Sure. You turn around. Are you throwing the Molotov? Just throwing the Molotov.
Well, I need to light it first.
All right.
Yeah.
I had to pull a lighter. I light my Molotov.
You light the
and then wait-
Molotov, you throw it, it sails through the air, it hits him directly in the chest, and it bursts into a fireball, and he walks right through it.
Damn it.
Oh,
Should have brought my goddamn magnesium bombs.
Victor pulls out his gun and just starts peppering bullets into Magnus, and they hit him and just bounce, just flatten and fall to the ground.
dang it.
This is gonna be annoying, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Are you guys gonna help or just stand there?
Lorelai's pulling power. She's doing something.
No, I mean, isn't Connor and them all also here?
I mean, I can try hitting him. I don't think it's gonna do a damn thing.
Hey, it might. You never know.
Fine, I can try to punch him.
Sure.
All right, you want me to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
Where do you want to punch him?
Probably go straight for the face.
All right, you hit him in the face, and your hand hurts.
Ah.
And he just pushes you aside. You fly and slam into a wall.
I tried.
How far away are our friends from this barrier? I mean, like the ones they're trying to rescue.
They're inside, but everyone's eyes seem to be going wide as Magnus is closing in on you, Lily, and you almost got to give me a conviction roll.
Excuse me, sorry.
Hey, you were smart to save chips for that.
You said conviction?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was looking for a little more.
I'm working on it. Lorelai is the she's Mr. Mallon's wife, so she's a natural rival to him.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd be working harder. Did I already use Vegas as unofficial White Council?
Oh, not for this roll. Remember, it resets every roll.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was every scene.
No.
She is unofficial White Court or White Council representative.
Yeah.
So that brings me up to 8.
Neat. Beyond
Okay.
legendary.
I'm gonna stop right there.
All right. So you pull all this power out, and you're holding on to it. It's inside you. It's more power than you've ever had. And the barrier that was there breaks. And there's a rumbling in the cave. And you're holding the power. What do you want to do with the power?
Put it into Magnus.
All right.
To channel it into an element of air, which I know that was a focus for me,
Yes.
and do it as an attack. So kind of like a buffeting tornado type attack.
All right.
And if it happens to throw him across the room, all the better.
Yes. So, I'm going to need you to control 10 shifts of power.
God. I'm about to pass out right here. This is gonna happen. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm slightly explosion resistant.
This is discipline, right?
Yes.
Discipline. Do I get bonuses because I know one of my affinities is air?
Yes.
Okay. So I get a 5 on that. I've got to find my paperwork that I had all of this written down on. Fuck. Are you kidding me?
That'd be 5 points of either mental or physical stress, or you can do it as what's it called, a fallout, in which case it just goes out into the, environment.
If I use my last chip, that'll add 2 points to that, which will bring it to 7, which would give me 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I don't have a 3-pointer, can I put that into a 4-point?
Yes, it has to go. It has to either
Okay.
roll up, or you can take a consequence, a mild consequence, to reduce it by 2 and take a 1 point.
I have something in my 1 point.
Okay.
I
mean, you can take this as mental or physical.
Oh, I can take this as physical stress? Yeah. Can I take it as a combination of the two?
No, it's mental or physical. But you can take it. You can take a physical consequence. You can take a physical consequence and a physical 1 point of stress.
Which would take the 5, or do I need to knock it down to 3 still to take that?
You still need to take. If you did a moderate consequence.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend my last chip to drop it down to, or bring it up to a 7.
All right.
I am allies and friends with Regina and Elizabeth. They are in there. I'm doing what I can to save them.
Mm-hmm.
And he is an enemy of them as well.
So
I can take a 3-point in physical stress to take this damage.
yes.
Okay.
Hope beyond hope. You hit him with this massive burst of air, and he flies back into the wall, and he's just pressed there for a bit. You can see him slowly raise his hand as he drags it across his body, and then all of a sudden it breaks. And you feel like he just, with like a slash, cut the power.
Oh, you fucker.
nice.
I want him dead.
So the barrier didn't break.
Oh no, the barrier broke. The barrier's gone.
The third barrier? Oh, the second barrier is gone. Yes.
Yeah. So allow me to shit. Boop, that one's gone. And boop, that was gone. So only that one remains. That one's way more complicated.
He's not pinned to the wall anymore. He was
No,
able to get that.
He is steadily approaching still.
All right. Lorelai is going to shout, "Stop him!" as she tries to figure out what the fuck this other barrier is.
Victor screams and says, "I'm trying to." He slaps it another clip and just starts unloading it into it. Ashton, what are you doing?
Me?
Uh,
Oh no. Sorry.
Let's see. I'm not entirely sure what I could do. Like
Tie his shoes together.
try to distract Magnus. Like I don't. If like Mr. Inhuman Strength gets slapped across the wall, I'm not sure what I could do. So
Got an idea.
What's your idea?
Going to get me killed probably, but it's basically. I'm tempted to just stand in front of him and try to slow him, but that won't work. He'll knock me aside. So I was thinking a grapple. What can I use for grappling?
Might.
Oh, sweet. Then yeah, I'll roll that real quick.
All right.
I forgot my bonus is from human strength, because I am going to freaking use it in this. Okay, never mind. That's for attacks when grappling. Oh no, might +1 in conjunction with grappling. Never mind. And yeah. So that would be a 4 instead of a 3. Cool. Thank you, dice. Thank you. I can try to re-roll that with my last chip.
Or you could just add 2 to it.
Yeah, that's the better choice here. I'll add 2.
All right. So yeah, you reach out and you're just wrapping yourself around you're doing you're tangling him up and like you're you can tell he's stronger than you, but you have subdued people who are stronger than you before. There are tricks for doing it, you know. So you're doing it. You're kind of like tripping him up and things like that until you hear a pop, and then his arm just goes limp, and he just kind of pulls it out, and it's just kind of laying there as he just reaches up and grabs you by the neck and goes, "You are universally annoying." And
I'm going to another wall, aren't I?
Hey, you did something.
mm-hmm.
I bought you time.
Yeah. He picks you up and he throws you at the barrier, and as you hit, it's like electricity just coursing through your body. This is we're gonna say 8 points of physical stress.
And yeah, there's no roll I can make to lower that.
No.
So
But you see him there as he pops his shoulder back into place.
Okay. I see. This is bad. I turn to Loretta and say, "This is bad. How fast can we break this thing? Can I break it? I can explode things. I'm good at not dying in those things. Can you run?"
So you see Victor at this point, as you get thrown away, opens up once again with his gun, and you see Magnus raise his hand once again and cut it, and this time the gun cuts it.
Oh shit, he has
Wait.
godlike power.
Sorry, did he just cut the gun in half? Is that what you said?
Yeah, from across the room.
Oh shit.
It's not magic, that's god tier power. And I'm gonna take a mild consequence so I don't die from that. Or get taken out.
Lorelai, would you like to make me a lore roll?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I was thinking, I'd like to throw a chip at Lorelai in case she needs to do something.
Sure.
Just tagging a modern day wizard. Do wizardy things. Be a wizard. Help us out.
I mean, you can tag more than one aspect.
And crusading. Right. Does Magnus do drugs? Does he sell drugs? Are they a drug? Or is that just the Reds?
Yes, he actually does do some drug stuff.
All right. Crusade against drugs and the Reds.
All right, well, I'm going
Would
to
you
leave
like
that
to
chip
also
right.
tag the allies and friends?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to... Okay.
Help us.
I'm going to leave one of those chips there. Wait, hang on, let me look. Is a lore 3 high enough, or should I go higher? 3 is good.
3 is not good for this.
I'm going to go up. This is for me to be able to read the barrier. I'm going to put that chip right there, which will bring me up to a 5.
5's not good enough.
And I'm going to bring it up to a 7.
All right, 7 should work.
And tagging things. Allies and friends with Regina. Marilyn, my muse. I'm trying to remember what she has taught me.
Would you like to call her there?
Can I?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I would.
You reach down and you put her out of your bag. She's just like, oh. What is like? Oh no, you shouldn't be here. You should leave. You should leave right now.
Lorelai's pointing to the people in the room. I can't.
Oh, they're dead. You should leave.
Okay, well, I will leave once we get them with us.
What did you just pull out of your bag exactly?
A doll.
What is-
A doll. A doll.
A doll. Like a Barbie doll.
Walking around and talking to her.
Like an expensive Japanese ball joint doll in nice, very nice clothing, dressed like Marilyn Monroe.
Can
And she's talking to me. You can hear her.
Okay, that was my next question.
I've seen weirder shit today.
I summoned two powerful fucking fairies just at the drop of a fucking hat.
Yeah. So Connor, you were fairly certain you're out of it, but there is a doll that you just placed on the floor that's walking around and talking to you.
Marilyn, I don't have time. You can yell at me later. How do I get this open?
Do you even know what this is?
Nope. I've got friends inside.
And she looks around. You already broke it, didn't you?
Just one of them.
Yes, this is a containment spell for god-tier beings
I summoned one of those today.
of flesh and of spirit. Anything inside of this thing needs to stay inside of this thing.
Then how do I get them out?
Well, if the other two barriers were working and you had them powered up, you could. This one would be easy to take down.
Shit.
Each barrier is arranged so that if the one of them up, the next barrier, if the previous ones are up, the next barrier is easier to cross.
What the hell is Magnus doing? Well, she
He's
looked
walking
away.
toward. He's walking towards you slowly.
Pretty sure that's God tier.
Can Lorelai? So Lorelai removed the power from the second barrier. Can she put it back?
Yeah, you could have put it back if you hadn't thrown it at Magnus.
No, that's true. Never mind. Shit.
Hey, doll. Can I make this go away real quick? You can yell at me later for insulting you. I'm sorry. I'm short on time.
Are you talking to Marilyn?
I am talking to the talking doll.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
What are you planning on doing, crazy man?
Well, I need to know if they'll get hurt if this blows up.
Oh, it's most likely we're all dead. Like now.
Damn it.
Even right now as we're speaking, we're most likely
Oh, no.
dead.
Ignore that. What?
I knew it.
Lorelai, can you, do you have the power to reset the other one?
You funny.
I don't know things! I don't have my book! I need to take notes!
Lorelai is like bleeding from one nostril.
Yeah. Ashton, you see Victor Draper charge Richard Mallon headlong.
Not Richard Mallon.
Oh, no. Charge Magnus Coronado headlong. Just slam into him. And Magnus just only stutters for a bit, and then he just takes him and throws him away also.
Marilyn, help. How? Help. Tell me, what do I need to do?
You need to run!
I pull out my silver leaf. And I run around the opposite side where Magnus is. While I'm trying to summon Rose Petal.
Lorelai's moving to the opposite side of the barrier from Magnus as well, while he's fighting with them. While she's got
Ashton,
like,
what are you doing?
What can be done? I go to snake form and bite him. And try not to get squished.
He might stomp you.
What Yep,
Oh my
I'm
God.
not doing anything at the moment.
I'm stupid. I forgot, but I remembered at least. I have a backup plan.
I mean, can so wait, earlier when we were trying to push a knife through one of the barriers,
Hmm.
was it making any sort of a hole or anything?
No, not
No.
until she started pulling out the power, and then it started making. And as soon as she stopped, the hole closed up and cut off part of the knife. Like,
Do you think maybe we could try that again and make the hole large enough for my snake form to fit in? Or would that
Oh,
help? Or just
I
be
mean,
trapped? If
this barrier, when Connor hit it, was electrified. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like someone with inhuman toughness and inhuman recovery should only touch this. If need be. Oh fuck me. But
Connor, do you want me to try to throw you through it, or no? You hit it, so you already.
Connor is on the floor.
It's like,
Hey Connor, do you need some help? Can I help you, buddy? I don't have any scholarship though, so no medical training.
ow. It's like, oh, I'm alive. That fucking hurt though. It's like, to be fair, I took a mild consequence, but yeah, I'm not in a rush to go fight him again.
Hmm.
Because Magnus scary. We're literally between an eldritch god and a god that's going to punch us to death, cut us in half.
If only you had a god on your side.
I know.
I was
By
about
the
to think
way,
about that.
what I'm
What's
about to
Serona
do, I'm gonna
doing?
put it back away the silver leaf, and I'm gonna shout, Serena, there was a deal. You need to fucking help.
Make me a basilisk, damn it! All right, no. And this
So
basilisk.
you say that, and then all of a sudden, a black clad form falls on top of Magnus.
Oh wait, she's a deity. Death and chaos.
Yes, the one that I really should have figured out to summon about, halfway across the room.
It's like, so Lorelai. Marilyn looks around as all of a sudden you see this figure come in and just land on Magnus and start like ripping into him. You know?
Mm-hmm. Lorelai is going to scoop Marilyn up.
Marilyn goes, now there's another one of them.
That
Yeah,
was
she's
with
gonna
me.
put her back in the bag though, so she doesn't get not locking her in, but putting her back in her bag so she doesn't get left behind if they have to run.
Mm-hmm. Now what are you doing?
I am going to try to find a way to put power back into that second barrier. I knew I should have just left it the fuck alone, but I had to be difficult.
We didn't know this yet.
Oh no, I knew because I know Brandon.
But that's metagaming here.
I know, and that's why I kept
So,
going.
Do you say that it works by the others aren't active if the outer one is active?
It's easier to take other barriers down internally if the outer barriers are up. So we've got to
No.
put the other ones back up to get through the final one.
Might want to start with a spiritual one then.
Can I go to the outer one? Is that one? Can I put that one up?
How would you put it up?
By looking at the runes and trying to put them back in place or put power back into it.
I mean, yeah, sure. How do you normally put power into a circle?
Calling up power or by using blood for it, using that type of power.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to cut my hand and put it back towards the barrier because that one I never broke through.
Boom, it's up.
It just sweet.
Yeah. And then a second later, Serona and Magnus go tumbling through it, and it goes back down.
Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna focus on the second barrier. Or Jeremy, get them out of here.
Okay. Shoo! Go that way! Go away! And I
Brilliant.
Oh, this is. Serona, he needs to get out of the barriers. Keep out there if you can manage that.
I'm a little busy.
Can you
Can I
be busy
help?
out of this room?
So they seem to be ignoring you as they're tumbling and fighting all over.
It's like this god tier level battle over here. We're like, how do I fix this fucking door?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I see the barrier, the second barrier? I pulled the power out of it, but I didn't really mess with the runes on the floor. So I just need to put power back into it, essentially.
Yes.
Can I call up the power?
Yeah.
How far apart are the two runes, or the two barriers?
They're far enough that you'd have to walk a few in order to get there. People can.
Can you channel power through another person? Like if we daisy chain this.
No.
Okay.
But do I have to be the one to put up the top rune? Or the first rune?
No. Anyone can put up the first one.
Okay. There. Okay. Whoever can help.
can.
Ashton. Okay. I don't care. Whichever one of you wants to come. Somebody.
Yeah.
And she's gonna, okay, I need some of your blood. Put that, just like I did. I cut my hand and held it out, and she's gonna show him. Where her hand is still bleeding, she's gonna put it against where the barrier would be.
Barrier pops back up.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, when it goes down, put it back up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now she's gonna go to the second barrier.
Second barrier. So here's the problem.
Yeah.
In order for you to channel any amount of energy and not take mental stress, it takes 15 minutes.
Can I give her? This is just. It doesn't matter if she has extra. If she uses fate chips.
No. Only if she's planning on putting things. So you would have to channel in as if evocation into this thing. Call up a certain amount of power and it goes in and you take mental stress.
So I'm gonna have to do this all at once. I can't take time with this.
No, because you could take about as much time as it's going to take Serona and Magnus to finish their fight.
Which is not 15 minutes, yeah.
I mean, they probably could fight for that long, but they're not going to.
So if I needed to call up 10 shifts of power, because that's the strength that I threw into Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't make the 10, whatever the result is stress
Backlash.
that I have to take, is backlash I have to take.
Yeah.
Can I give you? Well, can you add fate dice to the roll you make?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you a fate chip.
The worst
for
idea.
The allies and friends with the two people fucking trapped. The two of the people fucking trapped in the fucking barrier.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it right there because I'm probably about to spend it.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to pull up the 10 shifts of power I need to and pray to God that... Now, is this still discipline or is this conviction? Because it's all at once.
What is your conviction?
It's my conviction.
What is your conviction?
5.
5. So to call up 5 shifts of power, you take a 1 point of mental stress. To call up 6, you take the second. To call up 7, you have to take the third. To call up 8, you have to take the fourth. To call up 9, you have to take the fifth. And to call up 10, you have to take the sixth. So
I don't have 5 and 6.
You're right. But what you do have is mental consequences.
Okay, and I don't have the first and the third ones available. All I have are the second and the fourth. in terms of mental stress.
Sure. So if you take a mild one and click the 4th, you can pull 10 up right there.
So if I take a mild and the 4th, I can pull it up without having to roll.
Well, you will need to roll. But
Okay. Okay. Now, and some of that will go down based on my because I still need the chips for the roll. I'm still gonna do a mild one in the 4th plus whatever backlash I have left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right, let's try this. Oh god. Do I get any bonuses because of the type of magic I'm using? No,
No.
because evocation is not my specialty.
Well, because you don't know what kind of thaumaturgy this is. You are channeling raw power here. Give me discipline.
You're pulling a
Discipline or
Dresden right
you
here.
told
You're
me
just
conviction.
shoving power into it.
Conviction's for how much it hurts you. Discipline is the actual roll.
So I need to come up with a 10 with my discipline?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Can I use either of my wands as part of a focus
Oh,
on this?
absolutely not.
Okay. Damn it. I was hoping because I'm so fucked on this. I'm about to go down. Because my discipline's only a 4, not a 5.
It's okay. I can carry somebody.
Oh god.
Oh,
You want to re-roll that?
I want to re-roll that. We're going to use that chip that's right there.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be 6 as backlash to fallout.
Okay, hang on. Let's add this 2 to it also.
That'd be 4.
4.
You could take a moderate mental consequence.
Or
Yeah, I'm
moderate.
gonna have. There's nothing else I can do. That's. I'm gonna have to do whatever. You've used all my chips. I've rolled. I can't do anything else. So, I'm going to get 4 backlash on top of the other shit that I've already taken.
Yes.
Which means what? My consequences are going to be.
Well, you can reduce this by 4 by simply taking a moderate consequence, either mental or
Okay.
physical.
Okay, so give me an example of a mental moderate consequence.
Short-term memory loss, paranoia, pounding headaches, like chronic migraines, like.
Okay.
That would be for mental. For physical, you could say that you have, done things. Because the other thing I should have
Burn
mentioned,
hands?
the other thing to mention with this is you can just inflict damage upon yourself and just put blood into this one also. But
Okay.
you would need to take 10 points of damage in order to. But this was
Because I can't do both. I have to do one or the other.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to inflict damage on myself to take the blood on this. Okay, so I'm going to do a moderate consequence on top of the 4 mental, so that's 8, right? So I have a mild, a moderate, and a mental, and 4 mental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. Okay.
All right, but yeah. So, and what side of the barrier are you on?
Where am I?
Yeah.
The little circles are those the people. The circles on the corners are those the women.
No, those are those were just like candelabras on the side of the thing.
Okay, where are Elizabeth and Regina?
Here in the center.
Just kind of, I would be along the barrier wherever the closest to get to them is. That's farthest away from the fighting.
Okay. So the question is, the problem I'm going to tell you is that the barrier on this one side the runes are on the other side of the barrier. So if you bring the barrier up by touching it and channeling power into it, guess what's happening to your hand?
Oh, fuck. So I have to be on the outside of the physical barrier, and they have to be on the inside.
I'll stay on the
Unless
inside.
you are willing to sacrifice a hand.
I'll stay
I'm
on
not-
the inside.
I'm not willing to sacrifice my hand.
I'm still on the inside.
Like hand, like it would be cut off completely.
Yes.
Don't think of.
I already explained what happened to the knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think I've moved since I got whacked against the inner barrier. So
Now, question. If I put the barrier up and pull the power from it, can I let the power back into the barrier once I pass through it?
Oh, no, well, you can have the barrier up and you can just put the barrier down if you can figure out how to put the barrier down.
Okay. I'm gonna shoo them inside the barrier so that they're safe.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
I was already inside.
And then I guess except for Ashton, who's helping me keep the other barrier up.
Question. Don't you need to still decipher the inner ring?
Yes.
I
Maybe,
know.
I don't know how
maybe you
much you
need
can
someone
keep
on the
up with
inside that might know magic.
Yes.
I can make a person on the inside that knows magic.
Yeah, do that if you can.
Well, she can also just give you a person on the inside that knows magic.
Yep.
Oh, like Elizabeth or Regina.
Or Marilyn.
Oh, duh. Oh my
Yay.
god, here, take Marilyn. If you hurt her, she will kill you.
Got it.
Marilyn, you don't have to trust him, but I need your eyes.
Very well.
I know,
I
I owe you.
know.
We'll talk about it later.
Do you know the boogeyman? You're kind of creepy.
She shoots you a look. This is not the time. So are you putting it? Are you doing the roll? You're putting it back in?
I am giving Marilyn to Jeremy, and I am putting the barrier back from the outside.
All right. So boom. Ashton's on the outside also, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
Ashton was putting the first barrier up.
And Connor. Oh, did you pull Connor past the barrier?
Yeah, he was shoot in.
All right. So that leaves Jeremy and Marilyn on the inside of the thing.
Yep.
yay, I'm not trapped.
And Connor, if he wanted to go, unless Connor was working on the fight.
I think he said I'm basically out of the fight after hitting that wall.
Oh, that's right. He did hit that wall, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sort
So
of
we
constant.
kept him inside the barrier then to keep him safe,
All
so
right.
nothing else hit him.
So Connor, you are coming to as you're inside the barrier. The God War is still going on outside.
Hey, doll. How do I make it go away? Marilyn, right? Marilyn, how do I make this go away?
I'm sorry, Marilyn.
Well, we have to hit certain runes, and you can go as like that. You hear the people inside go, "You don't want to do this. You guys need to leave, like now,
Why?
because you're gonna let it out."
What out?
They point to the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Can
my
we
friends
hear
are-
this, or can only he can hear this? I can't hear
Only
this.
You can hear this.
Yeah, my friends are in there. If you could bring them out, I won't take down the barrier. Trade. And
The
don't test me, I'll
sacrifices
fucking do
must
it
be
either.
made.
What?
The sacrifices, like sacrifice, must be made.
So kill yourself.
We are not of the metaphysical quality to be sacrificed.
What requires
We would be insufficient.
Uh-huh. So, Marilyn, where are these things that need to break again?
Don't break them. If you break them, it will get out.
Okay, so how do I get rid of it?
Move me over to the.
Okay, I'll move you. I kind of shove her where she's pointing. He's
So,
like in the back.
You move Marilyn over, and she reaches out and she touches various runes, and they start glowing. And she's like, now over there. She goes over and she touches the rune, and it starts glowing. Now over there. She goes and touches the rune, it starts, and then all of a sudden, something from the outside, a rock, flies through the barrier, and wham, hits into the other barrier, falls down, but it breaks the outside barrier, and all the runes you've touched go away. As Magnus kind of smiles as Serona like pulls him back away, and they continue fighting. He broke the outside barrier.
Connor!
Ashton.
Ashton!
Yes.
Make it
Jeremy.
back!
Uh-oh.
Bring it back!
All right, I'm bringing it back.
All right, barrier comes back up. You start doing it again. Touch, barrier comes down. As he throws another rock.
Who's doing that?
Magnus.
You bastard.
How do
Oh,
I? Can I help you activate these things?
Do you know how to channel magic?
No.
No, but we would need to be faster.
Connor, are you awake?
Connor, wait, you have inhuman speed, right? You could intercept the rocks, maybe.
Or
on
take
the
her
barrier.
around the barriers to light up the
which
things.
barrier am I in?
Which is the way it needs to be because Connor is inside the physical barrier with Jeremy and Maryland.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So all I can do is
Yeah.
keep bringing it back up.
So
I was
Yeah,
a little
you
confused.
you're inside the second. You're in between the second and third barriers with me and Marilyn.
Okay, then I'll just go as fast as I can.
Use hand Marilyn off.
I need you to make me a athletics. And we're looking for legendary.
Yeah,
Please, please.
I got it.
Where's speed?
What are your aspects up here?
I'm sorry.
Oh, inhuman speed will give me a bonus. It's
Mhm.
not a huge one. Well, this wouldn't be sprinting. This would be moving as fast as I possibly can. So that'd be a +1.
It's more than sprinting. This is sprinting.
Okay, then yeah, it's +2. That gives me a +6 to my athletics, man.
So this is gonna fuck me, but I'm gonna give you that because you're recently infected semi-fucking pro boxer.
No, it's
That
always
won't
bet on cash.
Always bet on cash.
When the chips are down, always bet on cash. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah. Let the goddess of chaos
What is legendary?
have her way.
6?
Legendary is 8.
8?
Or 7.
Okay.
He can now officially get there if he doesn't roll negative.
I have a +6, so if I get completely even, I'm good.
Okay.
And I'm terrified to hit enter.
So you've seen my rolls.
All right, let's go for it. Please, dice. I can get it.
6.
Broke
6.
even.
Yeah,
And then you can tag the thing to get 8.
I can tag always bet on cash with that.
You
I
can
mean-
tag many things. Hometown hero, like that.
Yeah, hometown hero. Actually, hometown hero really applies here. All right.
Be a jukebox hero.
Although, You did break a deal with Josiah.
Why did I take that as a trip? And the thing is, I cannot counter
Travis!
that.
Free chips.
Travis.
Yeah, I know.
Travis.
I know. There, you are friends with the Cornells and Mounds. Don't let us down.
Yeah.
And we'll get by with the help of our friends. Either of them. If I had another chip, I'd say both.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so boom, the barrier comes down, and Connor and you are. This one is. These ones are back up. So Connor, you are standing there, and you can feel this pulse filling you all around. As you can feel like the thing above you, just looking down on you. All of that, and you can feel its hunger. And so can you, Jeremy. What are you doing? There are two guards there. They have knives. They're coming at you. What
I
are
throw a
you doing?
Molotov cocktail at him.
Yeah.
I light it first.
You like a Molotov cocktail. You throw the Molotov cocktail, and they burst into flame.
And start running around going, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Motherfucking don't wear robes!
I'm grabbing everyone I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna help grab people.
And then we make our way back.
Yeah, and we make our way out of that out of the third barrier, back to the second one. Just like, oh fuck.
And I'm gonna. That's what I do. I was gonna say maybe I can light and throw another one onto the damn altar, but I don't know what that's gonna do, so I'm not gonna do that. It's
So-
not scientific control.
You guys grab everything. You're ready to go. Ashton, you see it. You see him pick up a rock and move to throw it at the barrier as he casts off surrender.
I have to stop him.
Can I cast a spell of wind to brush that out of the way?
No, because you're inside a barrier.
The spirit barrier specifically.
Your magic won't be able to get through the barrier.
Yeah, and anything physical will ruin it. So we have to. Ashton,
I'll dash towards him and try to stop that stupid rock.
take it to the
Roll
face, man.
athletics.
All right.
Goals just to get in front of it at this point.
Yay! First roll of the night.
Oh fuck. Oh my god.
Fuck. Cannot alter this. What happens, happens.
I know, we're all out of coins.
No more continues.
I see a coin on the ground.
I would pick
Don't
this
pick it
shit
up! Don't pick it up!
I would pick that shit up in a heartbeat if it stopped this.
Oh god!
Cenarion versus Evil Dark God. Yeah. I'm in complete agreement on this one.
I would 100% pick that shit up and let that voice in my head deal with Marilyn, and I'd be good to go.
It's almost midnight, and you're being super inconsistent that a barrier that could not get through rocks are getting.
There are two different barriers. I am
Yeah,
very
there's three barriers on this one. There's a spirit barrier, there's a physical barrier, and there's a third barrier.
I'm gonna have to stop soon. It's pretty late.
we're about to.
I think
Retake stopping point.
soon.
So the you go to do it, and just you run to jump, and you jump a little, and you jump, and you're flying through the air as you see him moving his hand forward, and then he stops, checks, and just adjusts. As you can see, you are a flying body in the air, unable to stop your movement. As he just starts to throw, and then all of a sudden, a bolt of lightning from a black figure in the corner just shoots right into Magnus and just convulses for a second as the rock falls from his hand and tumbles towards the barrier, rolling, stopping just before it would cross. You guys are able to get out.
All right, I fucking bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, bolting out of the third barrier.
You are on the other side of the barrier. You can bring up that barrier super easy. All you have to do is break the barrier and it comes up. Reset the barrier, and you were all there. But the thing is, Magnus is still there. Magnus is kind of standing there with you. What are you guys doing now?
We're outside of all of the barriers. We've made it through all that.
Barriers. They're outside of the third barrier, but the third barrier is up.
So we're in between the second and third barrier.
Yeah, you're between the second and third barrier. You're between the second and first, and Ashton is laying on the ground, sprawled outside of it.
Outside of the.
Magnus stands up and starts making his way over towards Ashton.
Lorelei's gonna pull power from the barrier as quickly as she can to drop it so they can.
Sure, roll me conviction.
Oh fuck! It's not gonna happen. I'm about to be taken. I'm about to take my own ass out.
It's okay. I can make
roll
it explode.
conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Thank you. Let us.
All right. So yes, you are able to. You're able to do that, and you hear Marilyn. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
She's telling me to stop it.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna stop.
She points to what you need to do to take the barrier.
Okay, then I'm gonna do exactly that. Whatever she tells me to do.
As Magnus walks over to you, Jeremy, and just kind of picks you up.
Jeremy?
Ashton.
Ashton, yes.
Yeah, Ashton.
Picks you up. What are you doing?
Ashton, I'm being picked up, right?
Yeah.
Hello. Who are you?
You think you have won. You think that you have beaten me, haven't you?
Oh, just want our friends back. Thank you. Bye.
Ashton, what are you saying? He's talking to
No.
you.
Well, battle maybe. You know how the saying goes. Still war.
If you want Vegas, you can have it. Take it. That he kind of drops you. Walks over to where, Draper is laying on the kicks a little bit. And turns and just walks away. Actually, he stops. You beg to return.
Wait, what did you say? You kind of broke up. I'm sorry. That sounded very dramatic, and I want to hear.
He said, "You will beg for me to return." It's all.
I know a dragon.
You can't hear this. You're stuck inside.
Okay.
Damn it.
So
Okay.
I think that is where we are going to call this session, and this is a major milestone. So everyone's getting a point of refresh and a skill point.
Oh, fucking thank God I needed a fucking point of refresh.
Oh my god, yes.
Fucking 2 is so low. I'm used to being a human, so I can just drop these motherfuckers. Like it's my job, just make it rain.
I'll update that later.
Did everyone have fun?
I had a great
Yeah.
time.
So,
That was quite a
Killed our
session.
chips. That was scary shit.
so,
Oh man, we were hanging on by a tooth.
MVP. Who would like to go first with their vote?
Can I?
Yes.
Motherfucking Serona.
No. Character.
It's a
Oh.
no NPCs allowed.
Motherfucking Lorietta. Lorelai. Lorelai.
Lori is fine.
Laurel. Because you're worth it.
Why,
L'Oreal.
why Lorelai?
She was fucking clutch like 8 times tonight.
It is
one-
true.
Lorelai, who are you voting for?
I am actually going to have to go with Jeremy. Because of the coming in, especially since my character's not met his at all, and we haven't had an opportunity to play together yet, but the instant, hey, let's help each other out, let's call this big bad, demi-goddess down to kick this guy's ass without a second thought. She's going to kick his ass later, up one side, down the other, but he didn't think about consequences for himself. So,
I did.
because his scum suck.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, not as a player, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Travis, who are you?
Yeah, it sounds actually kind of difficult, but yeah, I'll go for Lorelei for all those magics just all over the place, busting barriers, bringing them back up.
Oh yeah.
Connor, who are you voting for?
As much as I genuinely want to give it to Jeremy, but let's face it, the session couldn't have really happened without Lorelei.
Lorelai made big moves. So you guys out there literally throwing yourselves against the vampire, I don't think we would have made it through to the third barrier the amount of time it took us to fucking figure that shit out.
So Lorelai, here's a chip. This chip will not count against refresh. So
Yay.
So other than that, we have a channel for game nods. I just posted a thing in it. If you could post the 2 NPCs that you want to give nods.
Trixie.
Oh, Trixie. Oh god,
The reason
Trixie
why.
made my heart hurt.
I love that woman. You will sell your soul. Sell your soul to bring back my sisters.
Yeah. And like she was like, Jeremy was like, "Are you okay?" I feel like she wanted to double check. She's like, "No, I doubled down. What the fuck do you know?"
So, Christian,
Yes.
if you go to the game nods thing, you can type
Yes.
in. So,
I was gonna say Serona and then
Ashton,
yeah.
you know better than to choose the evil NPCs and give them
No,
nods.
but he was a pretty like he actually
That's the whole point. I resent that. No.
I know.
actually he does bring up an amazing point. Because like you guys are doing a great job stalling him, but man, that motherfucker came in there. It's like I am death. I am become death. It's like that's my streak,
Yep.
damn it. But I'm
No,
not.
he's not
that much death.
Magnus is not happy.
It's okay. Our evil unnamed, that's the dark cloud in the top, is sure to give Lorelai like night terrors for a while.
I think it's gonna give all of us night terror.
Oh no, it's actually a consequence of hers. She's gonna have insomnia, so shit's gonna be bad for a while.
I'm kind of glad that I just beat the barrier with a mild and taking up stress boxes.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I
You
took a
guys-
mild too. I needed both to use tonight. Lorelai is like limping out of there and can't see because her migraine's so bad. She's about to become comatose. Like it's bad.
Yeah,
I didn't take that stunt or power for medical. I
got
should.
both physical and mental, so I know how you feel.
It's bad.
So, one question: what are you guys doing to the? Are you guys gonna still burn down the casino?
No.
Still what?
Are you still planning on burning down the casino and all that, or what?
I can't.
I'm
I
thinking
need
no.
more. It's literally it's my high concept. I'm a supernaturally curious engineer. Not only is this a thing I need to learn about, like how the fuck is this thing on the roof sealed by 3 bubble barriers?
Yeah, we can't burn it down now because if we burn it down and release that thing,
I don't know.
Yeah, and also, I don't know what it's releasing. Like it'll go against my high concept to burn it down at this point.
It's like
I cannot.
Sure.
I
I
don't
literally
know.
don't have the fate chips even if I tried.
It's like I don't know what it is. It's fucking evil. It stays here.
I'm a study it.
one.
Yeah, have fun with that.
So I
You're
have
not crazy.
2
Exactly.
after credit scenes. So, as you are exploring that area where that masked, that cloaked figure was for just a moment, you find this symbol just etched into the floor, and you're fairly certain it wasn't there because it looks fairly fresh.
Is that? DM, I wouldn't recognize that, would I?
You've never seen that before, no.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like Artemis's or anybody's. Like,
It does. It,
symbol on it.
you have no clue what that.
Okay.
Lorelai's gonna tell somebody to take a photo of it with their phone if it's still working as she walks away.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh, yeah,
as Lorelai, as you sit down to rest at the end of the night, and you're there and you're resting, you just hear a voice go, "Hey, are you awake?"
Fuck, what?
Oh, thank God. It's been so long since I've had someone else to talk to.
Lorelai's looking for something that was put on her person that was.
No, don't worry. We're gonna be the best of friends.
Take the longest shower in history.
I think that's where we're gonna end that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I said. Hey, I would do anything to save these guys' lives and not let this thing out. I think I just got a voice.